your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Thursday, Albuquerque. You know what that means. You know what that means.
I have a good idea what it means.
Just a little bit.
Robert, you or me?
You.
Fred, the boys are here.
No one cares about that anymore.
What?
Wow. I don't like the energy you're coming in with this.
What's the matter?
I was told in an official production meeting that you guys aren't invited to because this is for big thinkers only. I was told in an official production meeting that you guys weren't invited to because this is for movers and shakers only.
Mm-hmm.
I was told in an official production meeting that you two weren't invited to because this one's for game changers only.
Van, I thought I was told it was for unattractive people only.
I kind of zoned out. I missed what happened.
First of all, tune into the live stream at Talk ABQ on YouTube or Facebook or wherever we have it, those two places, and you will see me on that live stream. And boys, I look good. I look super good. So there's a thing.
You know, you didn't hear it, Rob, because you're back there.
Small thinking.
But yeah, with your tiny little brain. But Rob, Fred was just telling me that his neck hurts, and probably it's a back padding injury from patting himself on the back so much.
Fell asleep on the couch watching AEW last night, so it's probably more like what it is.
Because wrestling's so boring, you fell asleep watching it?
Oh.
So, I mean, it was like a nice little tribute. They were doing the Jay Briscoe or whatever, and then Daniel Bryan had to go out put up a big match. Long story short, I'm not calling you the boys anymore. I'm only calling you Robert, Van, and Fred moving forward.
That's weird.
Wow.
Why are you doing that?
What's that, Robert?
Don't call me my name. No.
What is it? Big thank you to everyone who's taken the time to be with us today. We know you have a lot of options out there when it comes to your entertainment in the car. How fortunate we are to be a part of not just your drive, but your life. That means a lot to us. So thank you to all the friends of the show, 505-246-0610. If you guys would like to send us more recommendations on how we can be embarrassed at Isotopes Park, that made the texter go crazy yesterday.
Yeah. How can we make fools of each other?
We get out. We do a lot of stuff publicly in the community. How was Revel last night?
Oh, it was great. It was great. Did something a little different.
What's that mean?
Instead of having 4 comics go up one time and do their set,
one time,
I was like, nah, let's all go up there at the same time, scrap your material, and be funny. Some deer in the headlights. But it turned out great.
How'd the fellas do?
Yeah, well, I mean, what's up?
It turned out great. No, I was like, no bits, none of your written stuff. Let's do improv.
Who all was up there?
It was myself. It was Josh Fournier.
It's very funny.
It was Zach Abeda.
Not
and
as funny as
Darnell.
you two. All right, so in this order, it goes like this from funny. Josh, number 1.
Nothing? Just going to sit there and take it from this loser?
No, because it starts with letters. But go ahead.
I guess me and Van will just get invited next time. I mean, we're not stand-up comedians. I feel like improv, we would have held our own though. Like, what's?
I invited everyone at the end of the show yesterday.
I was busy.
See?
Next one, though.
See? Now, it was just something I wanted to try out. We wanted to try out, and it turned out great.
I'm super proud of you.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, the DJ was horrible, so you had to get on him.
What are you doing?
All right.
No, that was a part of the show.
Feel free to put him on blast.
Yeah.
He was horrible.
Who's this DJ?
Yeah, say his Christian name.
His name is DJ Kid for free. That's who it was. No, it was a part of this.
Program is going to be real good today. We got some fun guests. Duke City Cornhole will join us. They got some cool stuff going on. We're going to talk to them. They got a bunch of pros now. If you're a pro cornhole player, you are in town. Also, hear me out, boys. Do we want to shoot like a mockumentary on cornhole? Because I feel like
that would be great.
Aaron Burnett put this idea in my head.
Okay.
So I was meeting with Aaron Burnett today on a thing.
That's nice.
Aaron Burnett was like, hey, Aaron Buck Burnett, who forever was the morning show guy over on a competitor here in town and now does stuff on KKOB.
Covered for us last Friday.
Friday.
I'm sure you're familiar.
A lot of fanfare. He said, now hear me out. We shoot a mockumentary on cornhole. I go, I mean, that writes itself. Like, how do we not just make this thing?
Why mockumentary?
Because it's funny.
It's very funny. That's a fun medium of entertainment.
By the way, professional cornholer.
Yes.
Different meaning the past couple decades.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That you start the mockumentary with like a black screen, white text, like typewriter text with exactly what you just said.
Yeah. Starts off as a Ron Jeremy documentary, and then eventually cornhole has a new meaning.
He's not doing well.
No. He's demented.
He's not doing well.
Lawyers are.
NBA played in Paris today. That's a lot of fun. Obviously, we're going to do a ton of NFL talk today. It's the only thing that really matters in the entirety of this whole world is the NFL.
A lot of NFL today on the program.
So we're excited about that one. What happened to Tingley?
They could bare knuckle fighters went all bare knuckle fighting on each other.
When did this happen?
Actually,
an hour ago?
Yeah, within an hour.
Yeah.
So when you said Tingley fight on the rundown, I think you meant like in the parking lot.
Basically,
No, at the press
it
conference.
was at the press conference.
Oh, so
They-
the event didn't actually happen yet.
No,
Saturday.
Tell me more.
No.
What?
So these gentlemen, Lorenzo Hunt
That's the word we're using?
and
Gentlemen?
hey, these are bare knuckle fighters.
These
So
are-
yes, they are
very,
gentlemen.
very nice dudes.
I am
Lorenzo
giving all
Hunt.
the respect.
Mike Richmond.
Okay.
Who apparently there's some beef there.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah. There's been some animosity historically.
At this press conference.
They go at it.
Is this
No,
thing on-
before. No, from before.
Is this online? Can
This
I
isn't
find
a
this?
one-off event.
Yeah.
I keep refreshing on the YouTubes.
It-
I don't see the new one.
I saw it on Instagram.
It is on Instagram from a local
Right.
camera. But they went at it
Yeah, they tore it
at
up.
the press conference.
This is Knucklemania 3.
And it's Diego Sanchez and Austin Trout is the main event. I believe so.
Mike Trout's cousin.
Please answer that question.
So yeah, just a normal press conference, the little smack talking, and then they go at each other.
Were the Diaz brothers there?
And they were unable, like from Scarface, those Diaz brothers.
So I thought I saw that Diego Sanchez was like, I will bare knuckle fight both of
And it sounds something like that.
Yeah, he was like, I will bare knuckle fight both of the Diaz brothers simultaneously. I'm not joking.
Oh man.
That is so dumb.
Yeah.
Them having gloves on is the best thing that happened to professional fighting. Otherwise, they'd be undefeated because they're undefeated in the streets. Stockton, get out of here.
He did say that too. He hadn't even had this fight yet, and he was asking for both of them.
He told Stocktown to get down.
It's dumb. It's a bad move. Got us to mention it though, so maybe it's a good move.
Yeah.
Smart. Never mind. Strike that, reverse it.
Bare knuckle is that's all man right there.
Okay, so what I'm talking about is not until Friday the 17th.
Okay.
So that's not what you
It's
guys are
different.
talking about.
Yeah.
So bare knuckle fighting Friday the 17th, February the 17th. I mean, that seems like a Valentine's Day kind of thing. You can do.
Be a lot of red going on.
You know how much interest I have in bare knuckle fighting?
You don't want to watch just pure brutality?
I'm not into that culture of things. It's like a different energy over there in the bare knuckle fighty world. Also, like kind of all combat sports. I think I like combat sports in principle. The culture often around combat sports, not for your boy. I went to a Bellator thing one time. I was like, oh, this is a lot of fun. I went to a lot of other things. I was like, none of these are fun.
I think they have to like set the atmosphere as it being more of you being there in that type of environment instead of the actual stuff that's going on in the ring.
I know Fred really is into fake violence,
What's that?
like WWE, like scripted violence.
Well, that's different though. That's theater.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I mean,
But
I
they-
watched The Last of Us the other day. I was like, oh, this is really good. This has got a level of violence. Like,
I
that's
have
fine.
yet to watch it. No spoilers. I'm quite excited.
Spoiler: there's violence.
It's like the highest rated premiere in the history of the world.
Okay. I mean, but yeah, that's what WWE is. WWE is just storytelling. This is like actual weird culture.
If you want to do it, you want to put your health and safety on the line, take those gloves off. I say go crazy. People are going to pay for it. People are going to show up. It's a big deal.
I think the time is different now. Remember when UFC first started, there was no weight classes and
Sure.
no people wasn't wearing gloves
I
and
did
they
not
could
like
do whatever.
that.
Yeah, I know. And now there's an actual avenue for that where people are, they kind of ran UFC out of the business before they even got started when it came to stuff like that.
So I kind of always thought that was a work. I thought
You
that
think so?
I thought UFC was like, hey, we're gonna establish the technology, we're gonna like the logistics, we're gonna get everything really good to make this thing worth a lot of money and be able to do it well. Then we're gonna water down the product and make it terrible so it doesn't look like it's worth anything. And then we're going to spike it after we own it all. So it's like no reason to go public with it, no reason to do anything of that nature. No one's interested.
Mhm.
And then whenever you actually implement rules that make it a desirable product like it currently is now you can like hate your wife in public and people forget about it 3 weeks later if they're fanboys. That's what I think happened. I think it's a work because that whole world's entertainment.
The UFC is creeping up on the second most popular sport in the country. It is absolutely gigantic. And of course, all these other leagues popping up that are basically feeder systems for the UFC. This not being one of them, but bare knuckle boxing, I don't see this lasting very long in the public eye being this popular.
It's not this weekend, right? It's February 17th because I can't find anything this weekend.
No, it's the 17th. I was just looking at it.
Oh, okay.
It's those two guys who are headlining. Those were the ones who got into it.
And Greg Hardy will be there?
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Greg Hardy will be there.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so Lorenzo Hunt, who's the champion, versus Mike Richmond. These are the two guys that were at it at the presser.
And they didn't like just push each other and then get split apart. They went on it. Like they were on the ground.
They tore out some stuff.
Yes. Yes.
That was that Tingley today?
Multiple
Yeah.
people.
That's crazy. Tingley, the softball field across from the zoo.
The Coliseum on
Oh,
the fairgrounds. Yeah. Not the feeling you get when you look in my eyes, Fred.
Oh,
Yeah.
tingly.
Different tingly.
Tingly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in for anyone to find success as they identify what success is and whatever approach they want to take to it. It would be tough for me to be like, oh, I'm really up for this. Like you,
Yeah, especially after, well, not even after, just the potential of how serious you can get hurt. Like,
Yes.
I'm not with the watching that.
I don't see this lasting a long time because someone, mark my words, is going to die in the ring. Someone's going to take one on top of the ear, just a vicious right hook. It's going to scramble his brain, and then it's going to immediately shut down forever.
I mean, I don't think you're very right, though. I mean, there was like the Roman Coliseum had gladiators for like 700 years. Like, I don't think this is just going to last 5 minutes.
This is not the time of Rome.
Yeah, this is
There's
different.
no Caesars.
they didn't have toilets. They didn't have little. That was a whole different time of
I'm
man.
just saying,
Didn't have
people-
running water.
Boys, I'm not trying to cite like America's Funniest Home Videos to you, but when a person gets hit in a region of their body, it hurts. It's the same story during Roman times. It'll be the same story 700 years from now. Like there are certain things that will always resonate. And I think there's always going to be a fan base for this. And that
Yeah.
aspect you just talked about, possible death, I think that's the thing that people are like
People.
about.
Those are the ones who want to see that.
And
But
why
if-
you don't get it is because you're not crazy.
I'm more of a
if
slap fest guy.
That
I can
stuff's
do
weird.
that.
I'm into that. Though.
I can
See,
do that.
Yeah, that's a diet version.
Yeah,
That's-
give me that.
That's a little more comical, a little
Yeah.
less brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think if there were Karens on Twitter in ancient Rome? Come on.
They couldn't.
Woke culture?
Yeah, they couldn't speak freely back then.
Get rid of Caesar.
They're harming the lions.
I can't tell. Are you being sarcastic right now? They literally did get rid of Caesar.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
they took them out of there.
I mean,
Ides of March.
Yeah, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
But not like through the Me Too movement on Twitter.
No, literally.
No, they
Me too, Brute. Like, it's literally what
He
happened.
said me too.
It's a good one.
As far as canceling goes, Caesar actually got canceled.
His life got canceled,
Don't get more cancel-y than that.
having nothing to do with gladiators.
All right, we got to find out who's running this bare knuckle boxing thing. We got to get them on.
I believe he's on the program when we were gone.
Yeah, he was on with Aaron.
Yeah.
I'm into this. I'm just not. I'm into this. It's great.
I'm glad there's a big event in Albuquerque that a lot of people want to go to, and it's going to generate interest and generate funds for our economy.
Cool, but like so does Monster Truck, and that's like super fun.
Give me monster trucks. For
There's
sure.
there's a
Yeah.
big following for bare knuckle fighting here. This is
This
sort
is
of
the
a,
spot for
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Joke of the segment goes to friend of the show, Craig. Ancient Karens were called Cleopatras.
It's very good.
Strong work. Very strong work.
The one that's the one is this one. Rio Rancho Event Center.
Mhm.
They gave your boys a suite for WWE. So we're going to be playing a
Oh.
big party, boys.
And
So we're going to get all the friends of the show.
Oh,
how are we going to do this?
There's got to be a vetting system. Because I think,
because some people are going to be upset.
what does a suite hold? Like 20-something people?
I would say 24.
We can easily get 24 friends of the show to do something. You know how I know? Monday nights at Howie's.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's going to have to be. Some people are going to be left out.
I think we have people submit a promo. If you're a friend of the show and you want to make the cut, you cut a promo on one of us.
Yes.
And
Or
then-
all three.
Or all three. Or anything adjacent to the program. And then we cut those up into like a video. And it's just us getting roasted
Mm.
by all the friends of the show. And then we go and we celebrate April the 15th at Rio Rancho Event Center as the WWE comes to town Saturday night main event. That's what I say we do.
There we go.
It's brilliant. I love it.
Because the people who will really want to be there will do that.
They will do that.
Yes.
And no plus ones for you guys. Like none of that kind of crap. I'm
Mhm.
talking like this is exclusively friend of the show on us.
Just the thoughts and the foddies.
We're going to need at least a couple foddies or no foddies because I'm not going to subject
Just
one or two foddies
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
to the fots.
Yeah.
But this is the play. This is what we're doing.
I like that idea.
Yeah. And we'll create we need like an official email, like 2 men on promos at talkabq.com or something. We got to figure out something.
Figure it out.
This is a good plan, though. So big thank you to the Rio Rancho Event Center for being a part of that. We're not giving away tickets. We are throwing a party. That's the plan. That's the play.
Wicked schmack.
From the live chats. Yes, you can definitely slam beers together. Everyone, this is part of the thing.
Yes.
You slam watermelon walk off together, that might go a little bit more over with your
that
boys.
means you're paying a lot of attention.
When we get back, NFL talk. And I'm talking like the kind of
What's-
NFL talk.
What's our deposit for this week? Because we're going to mess it up. We're going to Motley Crue that suite.
Like they're going to ask you to like clean it up.
Wait
or
a
whatever.
minute. Let's have them give us the deposit quote before we talk about that part. Because it may mysteriously double or triple.
Finally,
We
the
just-
Cosmos.
Us three just disappear like 30 minutes before it's over. Leave the friends of the show there to clean it up.
We out.
Finally, boys, the Cosmos has gotten even with one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
More on that whenever we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
For traffic right now, we are still seeing those slowdowns southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Comanche. Want yourself going through there. Also westbound Paseo moving slow. You're going to hit that congestion right around 2nd Street. That's going to last until Coors. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
How about the Detroit Lions? Already eliminated thanks to the Rams' OT loss in Seattle. If you thought they were just going to show up and mail it in, you obviously do not know anything about this team or their coach, because they went into Lambeau and they wrecked the Packers season, and they did it in the most Lions way possible. Hate to see that happen to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, but tip your hat to the Lions.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Nachos! Yeah, you nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
Great. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just gonna eat these dry, plain, boring nachos with no Franks. Oh, seriously? Frank it up. Frank it up. Come on, lady. Frank it up. Frank it up. Frank it up. Yeah! Yeah, this guy finally gets it. Hey, look, we're on the Jumbotron.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed, and a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Looking for the best tacos and burritos in New Mexico? Check out Pericos on Isleta and Rio Bravo in the heart of the South Valley. Come in and watch one of 7 TV screens, or enjoy the patio with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let's not forget about the stuffed sopapillas, tamales, fresh guacamole, and salsa. If you like fresh, quality food at great prices, add Pericos' new Mexican restaurant to the top of your list. Pericos has been serving and keeping customers satisfied for the past 40 years. With 5 great locations, you're never too far from amazing New Mexican food.
An old radiant heat system is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions to keep your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right, right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers, because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your
Wait till you
State
hear what
Farm
she has to
agent.
say. Her
After
idea
all,
is
now more than
genius.
ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval,
Yes.
338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you amped?
Don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10
On 95.9 FM
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Hello, guys. How are you?
What? Okay.
Woo,
welcome-
coming in hot.
Welcome us back.
Well, I just heard the radio stop, so I'm like, well, I better not go dead air.
Oh no, we don't play
Hey,
that.
Bree's work in the industry. Welcome back to the program. Friend of the show, Bree, joining us. Bree, what's going on?
I have your promo plan on how you make this work.
Okay, I'm in. Go.
You create a 2-min on TikTok, and then everybody has to do their promo through TikTok, and then all your friends of the show go in and vote, and then the highest with the most votes or likes are the 12 that you take with you.
All right, first of all, you talk very fast.
See that?
That's a great idea. That's a whole lot.
No, Fred was listening slow. I caught all of that. That's a great idea.
All right, so we need a 2-min on TikTok, which, first of all, I don't have a TikTok. Van, do you?
No, I do not.
Robert?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We're gonna bring back Vine because I don't want the Chinese government spying on our show.
Good call.
Yeah.
Okay, Bree, do me a favor. You set up the TikTok. All right, so we got Bree on the TikTok. All right, so we need a hashtag. 2 men on, tick on men. Ooh, that's not a good one.
No, that's horrible.
2 men tick.
Tick men on.
Tick men on. Okay, we got to figure it out.
Huh.
Bree, what's trending right now? What is the big TikTok push that we can just like get adjacent to and ride that wave?
I have to. Look, now you put me on the spot. Look, I just came up with the idea.
Because I don't have any. There are no like early 20-year-olds in my life. Like I don't have anyone to be like.
You can ask my daughter.
Yeah, mine too.
There's
Yeah.
a pipeline.
But I know both of your daughters, and they're both sabotagey. I don't think this is a good plan.
All the more better.
All right. So
I mean, you want people to roast you, so
That-
they might win this way.
That's
Okay.
the best place to get roasted.
all right, Bree. So we're in on this. So as of right now, Bree is not going to WWE at the Rio Rancho Event Center until she cuts our TikTok promo.
Bree, you're first.
Yeah, Bree. So be
Yeah.
ready.
Okay.
Be ready to cut one specifically on Robert. Please don't forget that he is African American and that he uses a sponge to do his hair.
He's the tall one, right?
That's,
Yep. See? She's very familiar. Everyone's familiar but Fred.
Bree, you're the best.
Hey, as long as I can cut the promo with Vane's mullet, we're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
Yes, absolutely.
it. Thanks, Bree.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bree brought it back, boys. I don't know if you saw that.
That's a game right there.
It's awesome.
The music bleeds. Bree's like, not on me.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson had his truck stolen. He's a
God, I love this. Just
When did this happen? Because he was just on vacation like a couple of days ago.
That's what
Literally
happens
yesterday.
when you tweet you're on vacation. What happens when you tweet you're on vacation?
It's like, let's go to his house and take stuff.
Also, how do you boys feel that he lives in a suburb of Cleveland and not in Cleveland proper? Like, am I being that guy right now?
Explain though. What
Live in town. You play for the city. Live near the stadium. You're going to tell me you've redone your life and committed to this thing in this program, but you're living in Whitesville right outside of Cleveland?
Okay, let me show you how you're wrong.
All right.
Name me one Charger or Ram who lives by SoFi.
Well, there's nothing by SoFi.
Exactly.
Excellent point. Robert.
Exactly.
That's not the town.
It's the hood. They're not going to live there.
Let's not go comparing LA to Cleveland.
That too. No, you live in the best part of town. I don't care how far it is from where you play.
I am assuming with that bag that the Browns organization gave him,
Yeah.
he has multiple places all around Cleveland. You know he's got a secret massage parlor somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That one's probably very close to downtown.
That might be under the stadium.
7512 just sent a really interesting text, which we can't hit on right now,
Mhm.
but remind me, boys, to come back to this.
Okay.
This is an on-air note for off the air. We're coming back to this text from 7512. We'll probably do that in the 5 o'clock hour.
Got you.
Deshaun Watson deserves all the bad things to happen to him. Also, how can you be on vacation if you just took 10 weeks off? You just took 10 weeks off.
Well, he hasn't played football in 3 years. I'm sure it was absolutely exhausting playing in the last 5 games of the year. He needs a massage. He's a tired boy.
Y'all look crazy.
His
He
truck,
wasn't at the house just chilling, though. He had to work.
his truck's $110,000.
Oh.
Found in a ditch.
Oh.
What type of truck was it?
So, okay. Now, this makes more sense. We're not telling the whole story, fellas.
Okay.
His truck was actually stolen from a dealership. With one of 5 cars stolen from a Mercedes-Benz dealership.
A ring? There was a ring of this?
Yeah.
Hey, when 5 cars are stolen, that's an inside job.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, duh.
There was some phone calls or texts made, and he's going out of town, so I'll leave the keys here.
They stole Deshaun Watson's, Ray Rice's.
No, Ray Rice ain't. Does he have a car that expensive now?
Oh, God, there's no way. What are we talking about? He made so much money.
True.
You know how quick cars like lose value?
Second, you drive them off the lot.
Your dad was a car salesman for 1,000,000 years.
Ray Rice made over $6 million in his career.
So he don't have that car because he don't have no 6 million no more.
He definitely don't. How long did he play? How long ago was that?
4 years.
Yeah. You're making that, but your expenses are very high.
7 total seasons.
This sounds like some people are not happy with the signing of Deshaun Watson, and they knew his vehicle was there. I don't think everyone's happy in Cleveland about him being their quarterback.
Well,
This may be something like that.
I also don't believe the authorities are looking into it diligently.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
God, no. Why would
No.
No.
This is insurance scam gone bad.
It was at a dealership for maintenance and it got stolen.
Watson's in Italy. Couldn't have been me. I was in Italy.
Interesting.
That's it. I have a truck. I own a truck. I drive it every day. It's worth 10 of this one truck that Deshaun Watson owns.
1/10, you mean?
You could buy 10 of my trucks. So yes,
There you
1/10.
go. There you go.
My truck's nice.
You have a nice truck.
I have a nice truck.
Congratulations.
Well, compared to this truck.
Not compared to this.
What is it, a Colorado?
A little truck.
But compared to Russell Wilson's.
That's a tank.
Let's drive.
Careful.
Let me see.
It's a little spicy.
A Ram TRX. Yeah, this is out of my pay grade. Never heard of it.
TRX. It's a baseball bat.
I think it's a type of video at the movie theater.
This might be a Russell Wilson truck. Might be
Did
the
he
same
buy
thing.
it from Russell Wilson?
It might be the same thing. Wait a minute. These trucks are kind of regular.
A bunch of ACL pros are about to join us. That's the American Cornhole League. We're going to talk about cornhole here in Albuquerque, and there's a big event coming up, so we're super excited about that.
This looks like a regular truck.
No, that's what
What's so
I'm saying.
special about this thing?
The ACL Albuquerque Open and how you can become a part of it. Boys, we should go throw bags at this cornhole tournament.
You're talking to the second place winner in the Northern Arizona Cornhole Tournament sitting right here, brother. I can toss them with the best of them.
I'm not trying to embarrass myself.
That's the most hyper-specific award.
Yeah, that was.
130 teams. I got second place.
Why do you know
Watch your
that?
mouth.
Why do you know those numbers?
The same reason Al Bundy's knows.
How do you, that's what I'm thinking.
Now that you mentioned it was actually third place.
That's the way you're talking.
A couple more years, I'm going to win that thing.
It started out, how many teams were there?
130.
He was 130th place.
Yeah.
Now he's all the way up to second place.
I got receipts, baby.
The way you're telling the story, you're telling with enthusiasm. But the way me and Robert are hearing, we're just hearing drink more Ovaltine.
They called it the Northern Arizona Cornhole Championship.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the Northern Arizona Cornhole Championship. It was like a fun 4th of July thing at a country club. But they called it that. So I get to say that forever now.
Does the actual NAZCC have a problem with that? Or is that not talked about there internally?
It's in litigation right now. Let's bring the pros on.
Back with the pros whenever we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer. When temperatures drop, COVID-19 cases may rise. So if you test positive and are at high risk, act fast. Even if your symptoms feel mild, ask your provider if an authorized oral treatment could be right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Well, traffic right now, more slowdowns westbound on Paseo. You're going to run into those right around Jefferson. They're going to last until 4. Southbound on I-25 still dealing with congestion between Osuna and Montgomery. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. That looks good in both directions.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Order your fresh cut flowers today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, going on now.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Pro football is a game, not a war. It's for win or lose, not life or death. But say that in the summer, for winter brings the playoffs and a season is at stake.
January is simple to understand. Win. or go home. It's a playoff weekend in the NFL, and the Sports Animal has you covered with every play, every down, and every winner. And Mahomes is on fire! This is Albuquerque's home for the NFL, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code READY for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code READY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code READY for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up.
Being human is sometimes hard. 988 is a free 24/7 confidential lifeline for you or if someone you know is experiencing emotional distress or worried about alcohol or drug use. Call, text, or chat 988 to be connected to compassionate professionals who will listen and help you find local resources. Hope is 3 numbers away for all of us. Learn more at 988nm.org.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
All right, so we're back on the program. It's about to get real weird. Like this is adjacent when we talk about sports adjacent. We're sitting here with 4 cornhole pros. What? Tina, Scott, Brandon, and Wendy. And I should have thought there'd be 4 of you because it's a thing of twos, right? Like we play in twos.
You play singles.
Come up as close as you can to that thing. Yeah. So but no, you have to always have a partner. When I play cornhole, Van is always my partner.
No, you play singles. There's singles and doubles.
Well, I simply don't understand. Yeah. Who am I throwing against?
So when you play singles,
you walk back and forth, Fred.
Go.
Come on. You get your steps in and you play cornhole.
Exactly.
And by the way, put some respect on cornhole's name, Fred.
Oh,
don't call it sports adjacent. This is a sport.
Oh, it's full on sports.
This is legit sports.
All right, tell me more. I mean, keep score. So I guess that's like a qualifier for sports. So that's a big deal. And then, so you guys are here because we're having our very first ever pro tournament, and it's never happened before, right? So it's a week from what, Saturday? Friday.
Yep.
Okay, so give me the details on it. Where's it at? What's going on? Talk to me a little bit about Duke City Cornhole. Talk to me about the big ACL event coming to town.
All right. The ACL event is next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the first ACL Open event ever in Albuquerque. There's 16 opens throughout the season.
Sure.
So we're one of 16 cities that got chosen to have an ACL event here.
Okay, that means top flight. I don't know if you heard that. That means we're better than
Yeah.
because there's more than 16 cities in the country.
Yeah, I believe
Well,
so.
I knew that already going in, how amazing Albuquerque is,
Yeah.
but I think this really seals the legitimacy of the
Yeah.
city of Albuquerque that we have an ACL
So
tournament.
where are we
now.
doing it? Top of San Diaz? Is that where they're doing
Expo, New Mexico.
it? Okay,
Fairgrounds.
similar. That's similar.
Chili Field.
Chili Field. Okay, that's where it's gonna be. Now,
Balloon
Tina,
Fiesta.
you and I are pretty good friends. Like we've spent a fair amount of time together outside of work. Like I know your last name. So with that said, are you like the number one gal? Is that Wendy? Like, how does that work here in the state in a game that I assume there's just not a lot of gals playing?
I would say that we have a lot of top women talent in New Mexico
Okay.
and in Albuquerque. Wendy was the first ACL pro to come out of New Mexico, and then I joined her this season.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think that's a
Check
good
that out,
level
Wendy.
up for both of us. So I would definitely give it up to Wendy, but we are definitely going to run the show at Worlds tournament at the end of the year together.
Are you guys
We're
a team?
We will be a women's
All right,
doubles team,
let's
yes.
Nice. Yeah.
That so whenever you're warning the rest of the world, do you verbally tell them, or they already know by reputation that you guys are the guys to be the guys?
I guess it's just by reputation.
That's super sweet. I wish we had that.
You wish you were that cool, is what you're saying.
So we're talking about you can sign up still for the Open, but you can't sign up with a partner, right? So we were talking about there's options, but there's not all of the options.
The doubles event is sold out already.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's at iPlayCornhole.com. You can go there, and then you pick this event from the Open Series, and then you can get in. What's it cost? You guys don't know. You're sponsored. You have no idea what this thing costs.
I don't know what this
Yeah.
So Duke City Cornhole was one of the original sponsors of our program.
Been a big partner for a long time.
So how cool is it to see like the rise of cornhole in Albuquerque and like the legitimacy of the sport as it's been developing over the past 5-10 years?
It's been amazing. Trevor started it here in New Mexico.
Shout out to Trevor.
Yes,
Yeah, baby.
and it's just taken off, and we get more and more players coming out wanting to play, wanting to learn. So it's just been amazing to see. And we're putting New Mexico on the map here.
Yeah, baby.
$20,000 in prize payouts. Cash payouts? We talking cash? I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good little get. $20,000 in cash payouts at this big event. And you guys are the only 4 pros from the state. Is that correct? Or tell me a little bit about it, Scott. Is there more that I don't know about? Are there people living in Las Vegas, New Mexico?
Yeah, I think there used to be maybe 6 pros.
Yeah.
But
then a couple quitters.
No, one moved to Texas.
Had to go. Get him out.
One moved to Oklahoma.
Okay.
So,
oh, good. We don't want them here anyway.
That's what I say.
Get out of here.
We're just counting us.
Yeah.
But you know where we play at Duke City, we've got probably 4 or 5 other guys that, if things go right, they will probably be a pro for 2024, including he's got a twin brother, which just throws lights out. So we've got some guys that can really, really throw. And we've got an age difference. We've got the oldest guys like 70-something. The youngest is 11. And that 11-year-old can, kick your butt. So
$50 per player for gold and platinum players, $60 for bronze and silver players for open singles. The cost for open doubles, don't even worry about it. It's all closed out. Rounders are included in the cost. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's important to the game. 10 games are guaranteed for players to compete in both open singles and open doubles. And also bring $10 when we get there, because we got to cover the cost of water or whatever. We got to make sure we got it all done.
Exactly.
Who in town is big supporters of it? Who in town has helped you guys and Duke City Cornhole create such like a established brand and an established culture of the game here?
I would say that's all Trevor.
Yeah.
Aiken. I mean, that guy's been he runs events for cornhole 5 days a week, does not pay himself a single cent. He pays out 100% for every tournament he runs, every fundraiser he runs. He's the man that's responsible for growing cornhole in the state, in the city, and he's responsible for getting this our very first open. Besides that, I mean, we all have some, we have some local sponsors, and we have sponsors that are not local that sponsor us and give us bags and gear and all that. But Trevor's the one that's made all this possible.
ACL Open Series, excuse me, this it's January 27th through 29th. Is that correct, guys?
Yep.
Correct.
Cool. And then that was a $20,000 in cash payouts. That's over at the expo. You can go in person to watch if you're not participating. It's free. It's super free? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, we can't have that much fun here.
Count me in.
Let me check my schedule real quick. Oh wait, I'll make it available.
Do they serve there, or I'm at to sneak in a flask?
Good question.
Yeah.
There's alcohol.
Yeah,
all right.
That's the thing. That's the thing that matters to me. Anything we miss, guys? Anything that is big in the world of cornhole, or maybe if you are interested in becoming a regular cornholer, what is the best avenue to do that?
So I would search Duke City Cornhole on Facebook.
Yeah,
that's where we post all of our our weekly events. There's tournaments almost every weekend. There's leagues that start from beginner to advanced that run every week. I mean, if you find Duke City Cornhole on Facebook, that's all you need to do.
Brandon, would Van score even a single point on you? Tell the truth.
No.
Challenge accepted.
Let's get so what we could do is we can
bring some boards. We can play right in the hallway during the commercial break.
Well, and we're about to.
Because that's all the time it will take for you to beat me, anyways.
We're going to set up our official TikTok, and I think those are 1 minute long, so we could get all your highlights in that video for sure. Sweet. And then that would be done. That would be the first video with the official partner of the program, Duke City Cornhole, which is not an official partner, so I don't know why I said that.
They were
at one point.
OG.
We Robert, I know you kind of took this one off, but we ran a huge cornhole tournament a couple years ago for JDRF that went super well and had a lot of fun, and that's how we met Trevor. And we worked with Duke City Cornhole on and off for a long time, but they are just a tremendous organization. If you are a organization looking for fundraising, if you're trying to do something in a unique way, I'm not trying to shame anything, but not a walk. Like if you want to do something cool, reach out to Duke City Cornhole. They have a lot of avenues to help a lot of people, and they have done that tremendously.
Hey, or us.
Also, a little inside the program. Trevor, thank you so very much. We all love you deeply, and best of luck in your journey.
And you guys will be on our pro jerseys this year.
We will, yeah, we are. So we're currently on Tina's jersey, which we're super pumped about. And we're going to hang this up in the studio. Thank you for bringing this. And then, Brandon and Wendy, you guys too. So we're super happy to be a part of everything you're doing. Let's grab a break. When we get back, a little bit of UFC talk. Big thank you to Duke City Cornhole.
Yeah.
Let's go, team. We'll take a photo. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Jackson Hewitt gets you your biggest tax refund guaranteed, plus a chance to double your refund or win weekly prizes with their Double Your Refund sweepstakes. File your taxes on the double. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Ends 4/2/23.
Still dealing with crash cleanup northbound in Wyoming just past Lomas. That is causing slowdowns, so be careful going through there. Paseo headed west this afternoon from Jefferson to Coors. That's moving slow. Still dealing with congestion southbound I-25 Osuna to Montgomery. Also slowdowns northbound I-25. Those are going to start around Gibson. They'll last until Central.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by TaxSlayer. Start filing for free today at TaxSlayer.com. Obviously, I cannot break down every single playoff matchup this weekend, but like the rest of the nation, I am hyped to see Cincinnati and Buffalo finish what they started. What a tremendous matchup. All I know is both sides will get a chance to finish what they started, and that game can't come quickly enough. I'm Jim Rome.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. The matchups are set. Sunday, the Bengals are headed to Buffalo for an emotional rematch.
Naheem Hines!
96 yards! And it's a classic NFL clash as the Cowboys take on the 49ers.
Prescott in the gun, back to throw. Well protected, going to the end zone. Schultz at the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown.
Coverage starts at 1 on your home for the NFL postseason. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Looking for the best tacos and burritos in New Mexico? Check out Pericos on Isleta and Rio Bravo in the heart of the South Valley. Come in and watch one of 7 TV screens or enjoy the patio with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let's not forget about the stuffed sopapillas, tamales, fresh guacamole, and salsa. If you like fresh, quality food at great prices, add Pericos New Mexican Restaurant to the top of your list. Pericos has been serving and keeping customers satisfied for the past 40 years. With 5 great locations, you're never too far from amazing New Mexican food.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. If the insurance company's treated you fair after you've been in an accident, we wouldn't be in business. They have teams of adjusters, investigators, and attorneys that are all working against you and want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When we call, the insurance companies listen. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't settle for less. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. It looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
In New Mexico, we're kind of lucky. We get to experience a landscape like nowhere else in the country. From the heat of the desert to cooling off in the mountains, whether you're a snowboarder or still love to ski, from off-road trails to the turquoise trail and driving everywhere in between, nothing will get in your way. And with the all-new 2023 Ascent, love is now bigger than ever with seating for 8. And with 2.9% financing, you're going to love your Ascent. Stop by Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or fiestasubaru.com.
One search engine is used by 9 out of 10 consumers. Hint, the name begins with a G. And there are hundreds of things that go into being ranked highly by that
30
engine.
seconds.
Your website, your business profile, even your social accounts. A couple of slip-ups and you find yourself on page 7. But at Cumulus Boost, we have the experts and resources to fix what's wrong and boost your findability so you can rank higher than your competition. Get started today at cumulusboost.com. CUMULUS boost.com.
Come armchair quarterback with the opening drive. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Ty Raines joining us on the program. Ty is the local combat sports expert here at the station.
Yeah.
Ty, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing fantastic,
So
man. Thanks for having me.
big thank you to Duke City Cornhole who was just with us. So you're in here because in the first segment we were talking about bare knuckle, like boxing, fighting, knuckling. We were talking about bare knuckling,
right?
And I was saying I don't get it. I think it's to me it's not a thing. And you're about to tell me why I'm wrong.
Repeat that last thing.
I don't get bare knuckle fighting. It doesn't appeal to me. And you said you were going to tell me why I'm wrong.
Oh.
Why am I wrong about that?
Well, let me tell you why it's appealing. Okay, so you have boxing, obviously, the gloves, right? It still creates a lot of damage. MMA, smaller gloves, more damage. It's clear. No gloves, immense amount of damage.
Correct.
It cuts more. There's a lot more that goes into, it is still boxing, but
Ty, I think that's the part
that's
what runs Fred away right there.
I think I get lost. So is it the same rules as boxing? Like, help me understand.
Yeah, no, it's exactly the same rules from what I understand is the same rules from boxing. Just you have no gloves. Essentially bare knuckle boxing. So that's kind of really.
I think me and Fred are on the same page here. This is the brutality of not having gloves and the more blood and the more bruising and the more cuts. That's a kind of a turnoff. But for you, like, you came in hot, like that's the selling point. That's why this is awesome.
Well, yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from a fighter myself, I mean, I love the competitive violence sense of things. So it's like, you know, you become more feral.
Is it more of an attacking, like offensive, like I'm going to put all the emphasis on throwing, or is it more of a what you do defensively, kind of duck and dive? Because I don't think I understand. Like, what is the best approach to this? Because I think I could take a shot with like a 16-ounce glove and be like, okay, I can take another one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could take more than one shot with bare knuckles.
Well, but that's the thing, because it's your knuckles cut.
Right.
And, you know, it's bone, it's solid, you know, it hits heavier, it lands heavier. You know, when you have boxing gloves on, essentially you have a pillow on your knuckle, on your hands. You're taking away that pillow and it's just brick walls you're getting hit with pretty much.
Also, so I'm looking up the actual bare knuckle fighting rules.
Sure.
So since the violence is more, you know, and more intense, the rounds are shorter. There's only 2-minute rounds.
Oh my gosh.
And the rounds of the fight are usually like 3 to 5 rounds.
So that's like NCAA wrestling.
Like, yes.
Okay. So to me, and I get NCAA wrestling, that one makes sense. But
see, I'm not a wrestler, so I can't.
At that press conference today, these dudes live the life of bare knuckle, like their entire approach, because those two dudes were going to kill each other.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, think of it like you have like your crotch rocket riders, right?
Maybe.
Well, just listen to my analogy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're more of like that sporty feel. That's where you find boxing and MMA.
Oh, Ducati.
You have your Harley riders. Those essentially are the bare knuckle guys. They just want to throw down 100% of the time. They don't care how hard they get hit, how many times they get hit. They just want to hit you as much as they can and as hard as they can, and they want to bust your face up. Pretty much.
Where are the Goldwing guys at? Because that's me. That's
what do you say with the
scooter?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit up straight and cruise.
Oh, I was gonna say the with the little cart on the side, and you just taking someone around.
I like that.
Passenger sidecar.
Yeah. Diego Sanchez, obviously local. Obviously, he's kind of the name because he's been in combat sports for a long time. But this is the first time in this one. How do you enter this thing as a first timer and be like, "Oh, I got it"?
Well, me and Diego go back a very, very long time. I've known.
Has he punched you?
Many times.
Okay.
Diego used to be married to my cousin. So
has she punched you?
He had to think about it.
Probably. I don't know. If,
too
if
long
she's-
of a
if she
pause.
punched
That
me.
means yes.
So, you know, Diego, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I'm an MMA fighter myself. Diego pretty much just kind of got my foot in the door of Jackson's. So, you know, I've known Diego for a very long time, and, you know, the guy's a legend of the sport. He's done his fair share. He's done his time. You know, he's got a lot of skill that I think he can bring to the table. So Diego's been in combat sports half of his life. So, you know, I'm not too worried about Diego.
I think that's in the blood, right? Like that's a part of, that's the progression. Okay.
It becomes a part of you.
Yeah.
And
30, 14, and 0.
That's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Diego has over 40 fights. Like that's a huge thing. And, you know, not only just that, he's not the only local guy that we have on that card. We also have John Dotson,
stud,
who just, you know, he already fought in the first event here in Albuquerque for bare knuckle, knocked the guy out in the first round.
22, 13, and 0 in MMA.
MMA, right. And then he went to Ryzen just a few weeks ago in Japan, knocked the guy out in the first round too. So, you know, John brings a lot to the table too. And there's just something about Albuquerque fighters as it is.
Sure.
You know, we got that, you know, Albu crazy, if you will.
Sure.
Like we don't quit. We don't stop. There's nothing but heart that we have. You know, as Diego would say, we got that corazon in our heart.
There it is.
You know, or that is heart. We have the, you know, nothing but corazon. So
Diego's an Albuquerque legend, and he loves the community, does a lot for the community. Like he actually partnered with us and the Duke City Gladiators on a bullying event with Matt Avila. So we know his love for Albuquerque. But with that being said, his opponent is also New Mexico, but he represents Southern New Mexico.
Austin Trout is a killer, my friend. He, you know, he went the distance with Canelo
Sure.
He won last 7 of his fights in regular boxing. The guy's an amazing boxer.
To follow up on that, like we all know Diego's a bad dude, but does he stand a chance against a professional boxer like Austin?
I'm not really going to speak on it. I just want to see how the fight goes. I think it can go either way, to be honest with you. But I think it's a great matchup, to be honest with you.
I'm not going to be as diplomatic.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying this is like boxing without gloves, so I'm going to go with the boxer.
Sure.
He's a taller dude, longer arms. Yeah, give me that guy.
Yeah,
Austin Trout.
Can it be learned though? Because like Greg Hardy's in this thing. He a football player.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can be tough. You can be super tough. That don't mean you know how to box. But I don't know who John Watson is. Obviously, why would I?
Well, that's why it's not called bare knuckle boxing. It's bare knuckle fighting.
But I will say this:
these guys are throwing haymakers.
That's a good point.
I mean, you said that Greg Hardy's on that card. Football players make great fighters.
Yeah.
And great strikers. So it's been proven time and time again. There's a fighter, Eric Anders, who used to play for Bama. He's one of the best middleweight fighters in the UFC right now.
Athletes are athletes.
Well,
that kind of skill set translates.
One thing I did want to bring up was, did you guys see the press conference altercation that happened between those
just
two
the
fighters?
highlights?
Yeah, just the highlights. It was like, that is the best way. You want to see how those bare knuckle guys are. That's how they are 100% of the time.
And it's great for putting a spotlight on the fight.
Oh, and it's gonna.
Without that, I wouldn't even be.
We wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
gonna put butts in chairs.
Yep.
It's gonna do that.
Sure.
That's exciting. And that it's for me, it looked almost identical to when John and Daniel Cormier got in that altercation at their own stare down before their first fight. It's just. It was kind of. I was watching it, and then on my way over here, before I had head over here, I was looking at it, and I was like, I had to go back and watch John and Daniel Cormier's,
just to see if your memory served you correct.
Just see if it served. It was almost completely identical, and John actually is making a comeback to MMA after about 2 years.
Just physically off. Mentally, he's been off the game for a long time. He just has not. Just doesn't been checked out.
Very true.
I think John's going to do very well. I think it's a beautiful matchup between him and Cyril Gane. You have two very high level MMA fighters. Cyril Gane is a multiple time kickboxing world champion, Muay Thai world champion, and now he gets to fight John Jones. John Jones is considered the GOAT.
Is that where you got him ranked?
100%. I think John Jones is not only just fantastic as a fighter, he's unbelievably smart. He's just the way that he can just break down a fight during the fight and see, okay, certain things will be thrown at me. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to take that heat, but now I'm going to use that against you. I mean, if you watch the Dominic Reyes fight, Dominic Reyes put it on him. Don't get me wrong. But John just slowly started breaking him more and more and more until Dominic Reyes had no ammunition.
When we talk about John Bones Jones on the program, I like to say he's undefeated against everyone except for John Bones Jones.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ty Raines, thank you for taking the time with us,
Thank
brother.
you for having me.
Did we miss anything?
No, I did. Slap fighting.
Yeah.
There's the slap fighting thing on TBS. That's a new.
Love it.
Have you watched it? I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
You see the guy who got slapped so hard he put a knot on the side of his head and they had to stop it?
He looked like Sloth from the Goonies.
I got to send you this, Fred.
The Polish guy or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah,
Oh, God.
yes.
That was horrible.
Isn't that crazy? That's just that's how hard this.
If
That's
it-
like
see, that's-
immediate CTE in my opinion.
If it's not on right after AEW, I didn't see it.
They need to put it on. They need to do that.
That would be a
'Cause
perfect segue.
You would watch it.
Oh yeah,
maybe. Ty, you're the best, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Whenever we get back, rest of the program NFL, and not just making fun of Deshaun Watson, like actual NFL that matters. That's the game, boys. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Coming at you like, yeah, boy, in a height.
Think about your pets on those cold winter nights. Clark's Pet Emporium does with supplies like custom dog houses, heated water bowls and beds, and a huge selection of coats and sweaters. Clark's Pet Emporium on Lomas, west of San Mateo, Manoa at Juan Tabo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. Well, traffic right now, still dealing with that crash cleanup northbound in Wyoming. That's just past Lomas, and it is causing slowdowns. Watch yourself going through there. Speaking of slowdowns, westbound on Paseo, Jefferson to Coors, that's moving slow. Dealing with congestion, southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. Also slowdowns northbound I-25 between Gibson and Central. And westbound I-40 now, 2nd Street to Unser. That's a slow go as well.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save big store-wide at the Truckload event at Lowe's, happening now. For a limited time, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories. Shop the event in-store or online today. Valid 12/29 through 1/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. So we've talked so much this week about the Chargers choking away a 27-point lead in Duval Saturday, but we have not talked enough about Trevor Lawrence and his unbelievable bounce back from the worst first half ever. How did he do it? By channeling one of my personal favorites, Jocko Willink. I could not be more pumped to hear Trevor Lawrence explain what we all wanted to know. How, in fact, did you get right mentally before the start of the second half? Easy. By following the preachings of Jocko. No matter what happens in your life, no matter how horrible it is, just think, good. Turn it on its head, embrace it, and go. I'm telling you, it works. But don't take my word for it. Listen to Trevor Lawrence. He turned the worst day ever into the best day ever and did it by simply saying, good.
Nachos! Yeah, you nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
Great. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just going to eat these dry, plain, boring nachos with no Franks. Oh, seriously? Frank it up. Frank it up. Come on, lady. Frank it up. Frank it up. Frank it up. Yeah! Yeah, this guy finally gets it. Hey, look, we're on the Jumbotron.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed, and a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Looking for the best tacos and burritos in New Mexico? Check out Pericos on Isleta and Rio Bravo in the heart of the South Valley. Come in and watch one of 7 TV screens or enjoy the patio with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let's not forget about the stuffed sopapillas, tamales, fresh guacamole, and salsa. If you like fresh, quality food at great prices, add Pericos' new Mexican restaurant to the top of your list. Pericos has been serving and keeping customers satisfied for the past 40 years. With 5 great locations, you're never too far from amazing New Mexican food.
Your home for Super Bowl 57 is K240BL Albuquerque, KNML Albuquerque, a Cumulus media station, the sports animal.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
I will give everything one chance.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go to this thing. Maybe. It's going to be a hard maybe. If I pull up to bare knuckle fighting, and this is going to sound so stupid. It's going to sound so stereotypical. I'm sorry to everyone.
Okay.
If the parking lot doesn't feel right to me,
okay,
I'm leaving.
Explain.
You know it's going to get a little spicy.
It's gonna be spicy.
Wait, what
It's
time?
at
Wait,
the-
what
it's-
time is this?
7:00.
They're going to be pre-gaming in the parking lot, and you know how
No.
Albuquerque does.
No, the thing is, it's not the pregame here. It's the postgame.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make sure you don't stay.
Oh, I'm not making it to the main event. Don't think.
Little walk around, check out the vibe, get your feet wet.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Greg Roman and the Baltimore Ravens are parting ways, boys. That means he was fired, right?
You also-
Correct.
yeah, and you also know what that means as well.
He gone.
He's gone. That means the quarterback's not. That's what that usually means.
This is a Lamar-centric move.
Yeah, it's his fault. We're keeping you. He's got to go.
So you're telling me that the Baltimore Ravens promised Lamar Jackson the forward pass?
Pretty much.
Damn.
I think it's the right move.
The only people in the Baltimore offense who get any love are the running backs and tight ends and Lamar Jackson's legs. Greg Roman is a dump off and run first
Coward.
guy.
He's a coward.
If you're going to keep Lamar Jackson there, he wants to run around and throw the ball around. If you're like a stud upper echelon wide receiver, are you going to go play for the guy who's not going to throw you the ball? The only way they're going to get free agents is by doing what they just did and firing Greg Roman.
Greg Roman would do weird stuff like short down. It'd be like Mark Andrews around the backside in motion, turn hand off, and you're like, what is going on here? Like you have Lamar Jackson. Dobbins is a dude. They got rid of Hollywood Brown, the only guy who could stretch the field.
We can't catch the ball, though. That's
Well,
the problem.
I mean, there's that.
Now you're talking about the real issue. The real issue, I don't think, was Greg Roman. It's the organization. He didn't have nothing to work with. He was running the offense based off the players that they had.
When your best wide receiver is Sammy Watkins, who just got cut from a team that didn't make the playoffs, you're in bad shape.
Yeah. That's when you run the play Fred was just talking about.
I've talked about Sammy Watkins every year for the last 6 years. Since 7 years ago, Sammy Watkins had one good year and then rode the rest of his career off one good year.
Hold on, not even one good year, like 3 good games.
You're correct.
Yeah.
You would see people in fantasy get him, and you'd be like, what are you doing?
Cool.
I'm gonna start him. I'm gonna start him the right week, though.
He's gonna be hot 1 week.
He's a week 12 guy. Watch this.
So when did this announcement come out? 6 hours ago?
Right.
Okay, so 1 hour and 50 minutes from now, the Baltimore Ravens announce an extension with Lamar Jackson.
Well, yeah. Did you hear what
Not
they
that
said?
soon.
Did you hear what they said at this press conference?
You don't think it's part of that extension, man? No. What did they say, Rob?
Well, they basically said clearly Lamar Jackson is our guy. We're going to do what we can for him. That was a part of Greg Roman getting fired.
It's obvious to me. You're not going to keep Lamar Jackson, and you're not going to get him any weapons.
Well, he did get
with Greg
fired.
Roman.
He did get fired. He stepped down.
Whatever.
Yeah, they fired.
You know what that is.
Okay,
Walking papers.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I got it in my head. They've had the negotiation. They know the number. He's ready to sign. Step 1, get rid of the offensive coordinator.
Mhm.
Done. Step 2, because they are screwed next year, you trade for the wide receiver in Arizona, Hopkins.
Oh, yeah, because he wants out.
He wants out.
Yeah. Oh,
Their-
that's great.
Their quarterback's on the shelf for over a year.
They don't have a coach.
They don't have a coach. They're in disarray. They'd love to get a bad draft pick because they know
No
they're not going
J.J.
to,
Watt.
or a good draft pick.
That's a great. Oh, that would be great.
Because that's what Lamar said, right? Lamar said, do these two things,
Mm-hmm.
and I will sign this contract, and then we will forget there was ever a problem. Otherwise, you end up with Kyle Bollinger again.
Mm.
You have to get him some weapons, or
Yeah.
he's not signing. Firing the coach isn't enough.
No.
You've already disrespected him.
Yeah.
You've already lowballed him. You've already tried to put his health on the line. They literally tried to RG3 Lamar. He's got a bad taste in his mouth. You got to do right by him.
If you're Arizona, what do you take for Hopkins? A second?
Yeah, you take a second.
David Johnson.
It's a good dated joke, but it's good.
I mean, you got him for free. That's like the biggest ripoff trade in the history of the NFL. Second rounder.
Yeah.
Second rounder and a young replacement. And then you get D-Hop and you sign Jacoby Myers to throw to underneath, and then Lamar's happy and he signs.
And Mark Andrews ascends to the number 1 tight end in the league.
That's impossible. It's
I
always
think-
Kelsey.
I think with help on the outside.
Nah, it's always Kelsey.
Nah.
Kelsey's second
Kelsey's
half
different.
Nah.
was not good.
Nah, when if that happens, Andrews' targets go down big time.
I think his opportunities go up though, because if you start putting linebackers on him versus nickels and drop safeties, I think it's a different thing. Because
Kelsey's a different animal, though. Like, man,
yeah, but he ran so hard in the first half of the year by and I guess it's not exactly first half, but if you check out his numbers from like week 13, 14 on, they ain't what they were before. Like he hit like a wall.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I mean, he's the best. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he's not, but it wasn't the same production.
He's creeping up on the best of all time. Like,
Yeah.
watch out.
Can't hold that forever, though. Mark Andrews could get it next. I like the kid in San Francisco, too. Those are like the guys. Those are the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're night and day better than everyone else.
Yeah, head and shoulders. Yep.
Kyle Pitts gets a quarterback and an offense. Watch out for him.
Who's your new offensive coordinator, and why is it Robert the Griffin III?
Robert Gibson III?
Oh, that'd be sweet. It's got to be Robert Griffin III, right? Who else would it be?
That's a smart play.
I'm not even joking.
That's a smart play. He took him under his wing when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
He's like his uncle dad.
He's got familiarity with Baltimore.
His uncle dad brother.
I see what Fred's doing. Fred thinks he's slick. He's just plugging in old quarterbacks at OC positions. Every team needs an offensive coordinator.
I
That's
literally,
what you're doing.
I feel that way.
I know that's what
Well,
you're
one
doing.
of them just got fired, Byron Leftwich,
because
for another personnel decision.
Yeah, and I was going to
They
say
got
they
rid
don't
of him,
they
so
don't-
the
they don't
goat
have a-
will come back.
they don't have a good track record. I've been hearing Charger fans, Phillip Rivers. No,
Drew Brees only.
Drew Brees. That one makes sense.
Give Tony Romo a shot. He
He wants to be a head coach.
He could predict every play.
He wants to be a
Might
head
as well-
coach.
You know what's coming.
All I want is for Lamar Jackson to have an opportunity to create highlights for years to come so we can go back and talk about it. Because there's some dudes who had his talent that didn't have the coaching and support around him. RG3 is an example. There's some dudes that could have done really cool stuff for a long time and we would still be talking about it, but they never got the shot. And that to me is starting to feel like Lamar Jackson.
You know who you can pair with him to create plays, who knows the game, who used to play with a genius, who I think where he's going anyways. Better than Hopkins, Devontae Adams. That'd be the perfect pair for Lamar.
The NFL today announced its international series, which, by the way, NFL, let anyone else have a moment.
Yeah.
The NBA is playing in Paris today.
It's year round,
No.
baby.
And the NFL is like, we got you.
That's why they're the king. They understand that. There is no off season for them.
We talk about NFL Europe. They're playing in Germany, boys.
Ja.
Bratwursten. Is that correct?
Close, very close.
Black Forest. Robert, Black Forest. Would you go over there for that?
No, I'm not going to any forest. Not at all.
He didn't even watch Forrest Gump for that reason.
No. Hates the color forest
I
green.
watched it in reverse.
Kelly Green only for Robert.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah. If you watch it in reverse, it's a way better story. You know why? Because he defeated HIV.
Oh, gosh.
Very nice.
Tuning on live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Our lunches, boys, and it reopens. Grand reopening.
Boom.
Tomorrow at 669. We'll be there at 11 a.m. talking shop. And I'm going to chop up a little salad. It's going to be a whole thing. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it over there. We'll be at the 669 tomorrow. Don't forget this weekend is for New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller vodka. Next Monday, I think it's a Monday Night Raw viewing party at Howie's.
So stoked.
Don't really super know what we're doing after the broadcast. We're hanging out for sure, though.
Is that the last Raw before Royal Rumble? Is that true? I believe
The
so.
go home show before the Royal Rumble is this Monday.
Oh, yes.
And then
The way you guys said that, it sounds really exciting. Is this important?
do, 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 do. So we
I
watch
love the Rock's theme song.
Monday Night Raw this upcoming Monday night at Howie's Sports page if they give me the remote control. Also, Van, are you able to drink with your Rise of the Phoenix, or how does that work?
In moderation.
Oh.
In moderation.
So no.
That's a no.
I'm talking to Evolve right now to see when I officially start, because I've been getting very decadent the last few days, anticipating me being such a good boy for the next 3 months.
You're kind of like the George Santos of this whole thing.
I don't understand.
Everything just, the
Is he a
goalposts
wrestler?
keep moving. Just if you ask him, he was a wrestler at some point. That should be today's I-9 Varsity. The I-9 Varsity of things George Santos has done. He was the first guy to walk on the moon. Don't know if you guys know that. It's kind of a crazy thing. If I was on KKOB,
that'd be the perfect varsity for KKOB.
There's no way.
You know how many apologists are calling in for George Santos?
Oh gosh. Tell me how great Andrew Tate is whenever we get back. That's the energy.
Sure.
NFL goes international. There's a war right now over there, boys. The NFL goes international whenever we get back. Can't wait for this one. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Does your car sound like this? The tow trucks stop you at stoplights and ask if you need help. Get to Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas during the Start Something New sales event and start driving something cool. You want to be cool, right? MalloyJeep.com.
Well, traffic right now. Still dealing with that crash cleanup northbound in Wyoming. That's just past Lomas, and it is causing slowdowns. Watch yourself going through there. Speaking of slowdowns, westbound on Paseo, Jefferson to Coors. That's moving slow. Dealing with congestion southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. Also slowdowns northbound I-25 between Gibson and Central. And westbound I-40 now 2nd Street to Unser. That's a slow go as well.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Order your fresh cut flowers today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, going on now.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Pro football is a game, not a war. It's for win or lose, not life or death. But say that in the summer, for winter brings the playoffs and a season is at stake.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. It's a playoff weekend in the NFL, and the Sports Animal has you covered with every play, every down, and every winner. And Mahomes is on fire. This is Albuquerque's home for the NFL. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need. Indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you ordered a new air filter for your car. You try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the sides. Well, still doesn't fit? Well, you could try to sit on it. Or get it right the first time with eBay Motors Guaranteed Fit. When you see the check, you know that part's going to fit. Air filters, brakes, headlights, over 122 million parts. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
An old furnace is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers furnace inspections and specializes in furnace repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions. Daniels, keeping your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
New Mexico Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Pistons and the Bulls played in Paris today.
That's nice.
Second ever regular season game in France. Kind of cool. Bulls put it on the Pistons, 126-108.
Is it bad? I don't care about those games. I've never been excited about a game played in a different country.
Because it's the Pistons?
That too. The only games that I really, really pay attention to are the ones in Mexico City.
And first off, why didn't they get Rudy Gobert there?
Well, he's not the best PR dude. See what he did last time.
Started single-handedly started a pandemic.
Yeah.
Naomi Campbell was there. Lil Baby was there.
Oh, so it was like a big event.
Oh, it was a huge event. Jay-Z and Kanye sung their famous song.
Oh, come on.
That's
such a good joke.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then they picked these two teams. So we couldn't get a Lakers Knicks game or something like.
Why are they punishing the French people with these two teams?
Players are getting engaged while they're over there.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is both of these teams are young, especially the Pistons, so they really was wilding out probably.
You take me to the Eiffel Tower, I'm wilding out.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is about as cool as it gets.
Instead of boomsticks, they hand out baguettes at the game to smash together.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
A lot of crumbs to clean up.
So the NFL saw that and they said
smoking is allowed during the game.
But I see what the difference is with the NFL once you give this story, Fred.
The NFL says, "Hey, nice game. Heads up, everyone. The Bills are going to London. They're going to play the Titans. Jaguars are going to Wembley. Oh, wait, I had that wrong. I'm sorry. Bills are going to London to play at Spurs. What is Spurs? The basketball team?
Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham
Okay.
Hotspur Stadium.
The Titans are going there too. And then the Jaguars are going to Wembley. And I know about Wembley because the Foo Fighters have played there. No opponents are set for those games yet. Also, Germany is getting 2 games.
Yeah.
The Chiefs will be over there, and as well will the Patriots. Their opponents have not been named.
At least they're sending good teams over there.
All teams are good.
Instead of Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they should send the Patriots to Germany.
No, that's great. That's a great
Hold
headline.
on. We don't want to give Germany too much national pride. Remember what happened last time.
Whenever the NFL was in Europe regularly, I think like 5 of the 8 teams were in Germany. Like that's how big football is in Germany.
Yeah. Did you ever watch those?
Kurt Warner was in it. Yeah, I did.
You're scouting?
They were horrible.
You're scouting Kurt Warner? Is that what you're doing?
I went back to watch it. Cool dragon on your helmet.
Those games were like always fuzzy. It was just a weird. You could tell it was just different.
Frankfurt and Munich. Kind of weird that there won't be a game in Mexico next year, though.
Yeah, what was that? Because they were talking about
that one slapped. I
actually putting a team there.
I'll tell you why, boys. They're renovating the stadium. It's not that we're leaving out Mexico.
Okay.
And you would think that the country of Mexico has another stadium, but the NFL doesn't see it that way.
So we've talked about this. We've done this bit on the program. Every team gets 8 home games. Every team gets 8 away games, and you have to play 1 neutral site game.
Yeah, it's genius.
It's genius.
Yeah. Why they haven't implemented that immediately?
It should already be done.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of places. If you put the Seahawks versus, I don't want to do it divisionally. Don't play any divisional ones on a neutral site. But if you put the Seahawks versus,
that's what they usually do, though.
I don't like that.
Me neither. It's like the Raiders and the Chargers.
Yeah, gotta be home and away. Gotta be home and away. But yeah, if there's the there's a go in the Raiders. So if you put the Seahawks and the Raiders playing a game in Alaska, oh, that's cool. That's like a cool thing for Alaskan. You know they would all come out. You get one cool one. You put like the Chargers and the Cardinals in Hawaii for a game.
There you go.
That's a cool one. You get like all kinds of cool, like one of them.
They don't have a stadium.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, they just play on the beach.
Yeah, figure it out.
Top Gun rules.
Shirts off.
Play a game in Boise. Play a game in Albuquerque. How many would you end up with? 17? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. 16.
Mm-hmm.
16 neutral site games a year, and every team has to play one at one point. Heck yeah.
Genius.
Sure.
Who would play here?
Here? Dallas freaking Cowboys.
Cowboys versus the Raiders.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be super sweet.
This town would burn down.
Broncos versus Cowboys to see who has Albuquerque supremacy.
I think the Raiders do.
Yeah, and they play at Milne.
You think the Raiders are above the Raiders are above the Broncos in Albuquerque?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think it goes Cowboys, Raiders, Broncos.
From the live chat, a little bit of
I'm not mad at that.
a little bit of Lobo basketball talk in the live chat. We will get to that in the next hour, I promise. Going to be more of a preview for that tomorrow night, though, as the game is tomorrow.
Sure.
Lobo talk last night went really well. I don't know if you guys tuned into that. On the
I
draft line.
did.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Josiah also was he just kind of telling like some heart.
No, hold on. All sick.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
telling some like heart wrenching stories. Very good.
Friend of the show, Rob Portnoy, is a talented dude. Just so talented.
It was at the end, they're trying to keep it real tight because Josiah's telling a story or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to, but we have to go. It's 8:00. Super good though. Do you think Baltimore released
5 out of the 9 NFL Europe teams were in Germany?
And that's what I just said. They have a huge fan base for football over there. What's interesting about NFL Europe and how poorly it went was the NFL didn't put actual effort into it. It was just like a only money grab.
Yeah.
If you'd have gone with like, and this is going to sound cliche, better developmental players, you're like, Fred, what does that mean? Like, I'm talking about like with the idea of you're trying to feed them to the league.
Yeah.
Put your coaches over there so you can learn that your offensive coordinator doesn't actually know how to coach.
I wonder how many players did come from NFL Europe.
Kurt Warner.
That was it. That was it. Also, just a callback to what you said earlier. You said something about remind you about a text from a texter that
Yeah,
you
we'll
got?
get that in the 6 o'clock hour.
Okay. Just making sure.
One official.
I wonder if the players who played for Amsterdam have the same issues as the players who play for Vegas. Amsterdam gets loose.
I would think they do. The money is different, though. NFL Europe money is not like NFL money. Like you couldn't like live in Amsterdam the way that you can in Las Vegas. An NFL receiver said today that he was the best receiver in the NFL. And if I asked you boys to name the top 5, I don't think you would put him in there. We'll break that down whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex Fastmax. When you're sick, you need relief that works. Mucinex Fastmax Cold and Flu All-in-One relieves up to 9 symptoms in just one powerful dose. With Mucinex All-in-One and done, it's not cold and flu season. It's comeback season. Use as directed.
And traffic right now dealing with congestion southbound on I-25. That's going to start right around Paseo. It'll last until Comanche. Also some slowdowns northbound I-25, Gibson to Lomas. Westbound on Paseo between I-25 and Coors. That's a slow go. Westbound on I-40 right now. Interchange to Unser. That's a slow go also.
This report is brought to you by Ski Santa Fe.
With a base elevation of 10,350 feet, Ski Santa Fe is the launching point for an experience you won't forget, with a variety of runs for everybody. Take the short drive to ski and ride the freshly groomed snow and enjoy live music every weekend. Visit skisantafe.com to purchase lift tickets, lessons, and rentals. Plan your trip today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Grab the points deep in the heart of Texas. I'm Joe Gillier here to help you beat the books with BetQL. UT Arlington hosts Texas Rio Grande Valley in a Lone Star State showdown tonight. Both are off to rough starts in the Western Conference, with each only posting one win. But the BetQL model sees value on the underdog from Rio Grande Valley. BetQL has the Vaqueros +4 as a 5-star best bet. BetQL actually projects them as the favorite in this game. I'm Joe Gillier. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-279-0433 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-279-0433. That's 800-279-0433. What do you have to lose? Call 800-279-0433. Again, 800-279-0433.
A ductless mini split heat pump system is a convenient, super comfortable, and a cost-effective way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool, crisp air in the summer. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini split experts. Call them today for a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Nachos! Yeah, your nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
Great. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just gonna eat these dry, plain, boring nachos with no Franks. Oh, seriously? Frank it up. Frank it up. Come on, lady. Frank it up. Frank it up. Frank it up. Yeah! Yeah, this guy finally gets it. Hey, look, we're on the Jumbotron.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed, and a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code READY for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code READY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code READY for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
The Duke City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, boys, I like list. Everyone knows I like list. Give me your top 3 wide receivers in the NFL right now.
3? This is a tough one.
I might even ask for your top 5, and you still won't get this guy. Give me your top 3.
I'll go.
All right.
Give me Tyreek Hill.
All right.
Check.
Stephon Diggs.
All right.
Check.
A.J. Brown.
Okay.
Devontae Adams.
All right.
Jamar Chase. Justin Jefferson. I'll go. I gave you more, but those are the guys off the top of my head.
Okay, not so bad. Van.
Tyreek, Devontae, and Jet.
Okay, I don't.
Stephon, you could insert anywhere in there.
Who is Jet?
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was his nickname. He's good enough to have a nickname?
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. He's figured out. So, here's the quote that came out today. Okay, boys. This is from Pro Football Talk, which you know is the NBC thing. Jamar Chase, who Rob did name as number 6 on his list of 3.
I also have him 6th.
Says he's the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL.
Well, you got to have confidence.
I just put up how many stats with 4 missed games. Who knows what would have happened? Quote, I've been thinking it. I'm not a cocky person. I'm humble. I know what I can do. I don't need to prove it. Everyone knows what I can do. Never a doubt in my mind. Here's the thing about being the best. You can't miss games. Missing games is part of being the best.
Missing games is part of playing in the NFL. Everyone except for quarterbacks miss games, and quarterbacks do it at a lower clip because they're bubble wrapped by the refs. Everyone misses games.
You know what this is? This is Joe Burrow. This is what this is. And I love it because we love it when Joe Burrow does it. This is LSU extension of Joe Burrow. This is what they do.
It's swag.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Is there also that energy where it's your number 1 guy? Better think he's your number 1 guy. Otherwise, you know he can't be your number 1 guy.
And otherwise, you're soft.
Anybody, especially athletes, musicians, anybody in any career field who's at the top of their game has to have this level of confidence. It goes with the territory. You can't get to this level in the first place without that kind of confidence.
This is where he messed up. When he started talking stats, we don't want to hear that. You got to go play, like you said.
Didn't Chase Claypool just say this too the other day? Like,
I know he didn't say this.
He did.
No way.
Because I thought about that as soon as I said, don't you want your guy to be the best guy? Chase Claypool should know he's not the best guy. Like, that's CTE stuff.
We'll never know. We'll never know if Chase Claypool is the best in the league because Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields throw him the ball.
Hey. Look who throws the ball to Justin Jefferson.
Garbage.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The most average quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Number 15.
Yeah.
Claypool did say something like this. I remember.
I'm telling you. And I like Jamar Chase a lot. I think Jamar Chase can go.
Hey, fun fact, boys. We're up against it, and I didn't drop this last segment. So we're talking NFL Europe. Both Terry Crews and Isaiah Mustafa,
okay,
both of the Old Spice guys, played in NFL Europe. It's a little bonkers fun fact for you out there.
Who are those guys?
Terry Crews.
Yeah, you know who he is.
You know who Terry Crews is.
He's like muscle Nick Cannon.
Oh, he's an actor. I thought you were talking about football players.
He is a football player. And so is the other Old Spice guy, Isaiah Mustafa.
I have no idea who that is either.
The other Old Spice guy.
I didn't know him until you said the other Old Spice guy.
Correct.
I didn't know Terry Crews was the Old Spice guy.
He's the new one.
I don't know who the old one is.
You know his face.
I don't watch any commercials, which I know that's on me. That's not the point of the segment. But I mean, a lot of guys who played in NFL Europe went down with their jobs. Like, what is that?
It is a random coincidence that both Old Spice guys played in NFL Europe.
As far as spokesman jobs go, I don't know how high I'm putting Old Spice on my list of desirable ones.
They're desirable interviews at the Super Bowl.
Terry Crews is? Yes.
Old Spice guys.
But
that's the only ones we didn't get last year.
What was the other guy's name? Nike Mustafas? What was his name?
Isaiah
Mustafas is not like if a handler were to walk up to me at Radio Row and be like, hey.
Well, I'm referring to Jet and Debo from last year.
How do you know that was their association? Also, I don't know these two.
They
nicknames.
had Old Spice sweaters on.
Oh, you're way more perceptive than me at that stuff. I did not.
You didn't know that?
They were walking around with girls.
Yeah, they had like the Secret Service, but
Yes.
the female edition.
No clue.
And bags of deodorant.
They were really running the place.
Yes, it was the craziest thing.
They were right across from Pat McAfee. And when we walked in, when we were walking in, that whole left was them.
Well, I recall like the booth where they would give you like deodorant or whatever.
But you didn't see the athletes they were running through there?
No, look at some of those mouth breathing knuckle draggers that were in there. Like, we are the coolest dudes out there.
Well, that's for sure.
There were just Neanderthals in there. It was like guys in sweatpants in public. And not cool ones like Robert wears to Howie's. There were people who wiped their hands on their shirts. That's what was there. They needed deodorant.
Are you referring to Tony Khan?
Yeah, that was different. I don't know if we've talked about that on air.
We have not.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there.
We should.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
Definitely not going to go there.
Jay Briscoe said something bad about him.
By the way, if you see us, friend of the show, out in public, ask us about our Tony Khan story.
I don't.
Okay, ask me.
He's a billionaire. He's tapped in your phone somehow.
Yeah.
I don't care.
After you shook his hand, your life changed. You didn't even realize it. He's got you forever.
What, did he implant something on me?
Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of spokesman's jobs. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I got you. The I-9 varsity of spokesman jobs. We'll do that at 6:15. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell has $2 grilled chicken burritos that come in 2 bold flavors, Chipotle Ranch and Salsa Verde. They're bursting with grilled chicken and delicious sauces. Get your $2 grilled chicken burrito at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only, while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Well, traffic right now, things still moving really slow westbound on Paseo. You're going to see those slowdowns start right at I-25. You're going to go all the way down to Coors. Southbound on I-25 from Paseo to Comanche, that continues to move slow as well. Coors headed south this afternoon as you approach Montano. Got some congestion there. And slowdowns westbound I-40, those start right around Carlisle. They will last until Coors.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Does your car sound like this? The tow trucks stop you at stoplights and ask if you need help. Get to Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas during the Start Something New sales event and start driving something cool. You want to be cool, right? MalloyJeep.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have fired their offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich, adding an interesting wrinkle into Tom Brady's future. Most people, including me, believe he'll go elsewhere. But could Tampa Bay make a nice case to Brady if he gets to handpick his offensive coordinator? The Bucs still have most of the things that originally made them attractive to Brady in 2020. Would a new philosophy on offense make Brady think twice about leaving? I'm Maggie Gray.
Telling it like it is. This is the Giants. A great coach, a great defensive coordinator, led by a defense, a quarterback. Daniel Jones may take a while to pop, and they'll have an occasional Saquon Barkley, but it's somebody that doesn't go down as an all-time great offensively, making plays.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The NFL playoffs are here, and the easiest way to get into the action is with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. New customers get started with $150 in free bets, guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just sign up with promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets, from the money line to point spreads to player props, all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Place your first $5 bet to get $150 in free bets. Win or lose with promo code WIN. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus in select states. Must be present in select states to wager first online real money wager only. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbookfanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. For Colorado, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia, West Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona. 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. 1-800-522-4700 Wyoming, Kansas or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. 1-877-770-STOP Louisiana. 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. 467-369 in New York. TN Redline 1-800-889-9789 in Tennessee.
You're about to experience the impressive performance of the new Acura MDX Type S. With a powerful turbo V6 engine with 355 horsepower. It has room for the driver and 6 passengers. Also, it's perfect for your family. The new Acura MDX Type S. Acura. Precision crafted performance.
Test drive your new Acura today at Montano Acura, west off I-25 in Albuquerque.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Looking for the best tacos and burritos in New Mexico? Check out Pericos on Isleta and Rio Bravo in the heart of the South Valley. Come in and watch one of 7 TV screens or enjoy the patio with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let's not forget about the stuffed sopapillas, tamales, fresh guacamole, and salsa. If you like fresh, quality food at great prices, add Pericos' new Mexican restaurant to the top of your list. Pericos has been serving and keeping customers satisfied for the past 40 years. With 5 great locations, you're never too far from amazing New Mexican food.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Indianapolis Colts have completed their first official head coach interview, okay? So it's Jeff Saturday. So Jeff Saturday gets interviewed. Gosh. So he's done with the official process. And that brought out this story. So if you guys remember, Josh McDaniel interviewed for the Colts job 2 years ago? Last year? 2 years ago? Previously.
Right.
So whenever he interviewed, they did it at his home in Massachusetts. So Jim Irsay came out to Massachusetts. Don't ask me about logistics. I don't know why they didn't do it in Indianapolis, but cool. And it's being reported by Dan Dakich It's being reported, and he's a NFL insider. If you guys aren't familiar, he's got a good Twitter. He's fine. Quote, Josh McDaniels' wife made him pull the plug on the Colts deal after having Irsay in their home in Massachusetts and observing his odd behavior. Behavior that included being in the McDaniels family bathroom for a very long time, an awkward period of time.
And then sniffling for 30 minutes after that.
Right.
He's weird. Without saying anything to elaborate, he's weird.
I think all rich people are weird.
An overwhelming majority, right?
I know a couple really good ones.
There are a few good ones.
There's a few good ones.
But statistically,
yeah,
kind of weird dudes. Also, Josh McDaniels' wife probably shut down the deal because of moving to Indianapolis.
You don't think it has to do?
I mean, they were up in Foxborough. That ain't no better.
They like to watch the leaves change.
That part's nice. I spent some time in Indianapolis a couple of years ago, and it wasn't great. But I mean, if you're looking for a head coaching job, there's only so many options. Blah blah blah. I mean, you have to really destroy my bathroom for me to quit that job. Like, that's
millions of dollars of damage to that bathroom. How much Thai food did he eat before he came over to the house?
It's got to be drugs, though, right?
Yes, it's
sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. Of course it is.
What I don't understand is, going back to this interview, why did they interview Jeff Saturday? You see what he's done?
Nothing.
What did you ask him? So can you be better? Absolutely. Okay.
Can you beat the Raiders and Texans next year? Double your win total?
Well, he might have asked Irsay, can we just play the Raiders all year? Every week, let's play the Raiders.
In Germany, 17 times.
We'll go 8.5 and 8.5.
The three of us are pretty funny. The three of us can take like pretty mundane stories, turn them into something entertaining. There's something to that, right? There's a skill to it.
Right, yeah.
But this story is like, this is how like Jerry Seinfeld or like Larry David pitches an episode of like Seinfeld.
Sure.
Or like Curb Your Enthusiasm or whatever. They're like, and he was in the bathroom for so long. And it's just a bunch of one-liners of, that's his real life. That's Jim Irsay's real life as a Seinfeld episode.
I mean, why did it take that long? It doesn't take that long to shoot yourself up with HGH and do cocaine.
I don't know the time on that.
I'm guessing 5 minutes it takes.
They do it pretty quick in the movies.
I saw Ivan Drago get steroids.
Yeah.
Like nonstop. He was so fast.
It's a bunch of steroids. And by the way, that's not how steroids work. You don't just shoot up steroids
2 minutes before you go
immediately turn into Superman. That's not how it works.
And then you make noises like,
give me my needle of strength. It's not how it works.
You got to be real bad to make me feel uncomfortable in my own home.
And I didn't see you do anything.
Well, that's literally why you don't go into people's homes.
I don't,
like, you don't want to pull an Irsay.
Ah, we get it now.
There's nothing worse.
Fred doesn't do cocaine.
I've never done cocaine in my life. I also don't want to go into your home.
You're 6.5 foot tall, and an Irsay amount of cocaine would kill you immediately.
I would do a line of cocaine and die. He does a whole geometry book full of cocaine, and he's fine.
It's cool. When did geometry book become your unit of measurement?
There's just a lot of lines in them. The Cowboys signed the most important free agent in all of the NFL today. Tell you more about that whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
Slowly but surely, things getting better here in the metro. Still seeing quite a bit of slowdowns westbound on Paseo between Jefferson and Bois. Southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. That's a slow go as well. Still seeing congestion, though less of it westbound on I-40 now. That's going to start right around the interchange. It'll last until Rio Grande.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Order your fresh cut flowers today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, going on now.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. Just go to babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Indigo Mortgage is proud to have served veterans with honesty and integrity for the last 20 years. And in these last 20 years, veterans have trusted Indigo Mortgage for purchases or refinances utilizing their VA home loan benefits. Indigo Mortgage is known in the veteran community to offer some of the lowest rates and fees in New Mexico. Veterans refer veterans, and we take that very serious, as they are trusting us to make sure their fellow vets get the best rates and fees on the market. Veterans know they can trust Indigo Mortgage, and we set ourselves apart from the big national lenders who are interested in profits rather than serving our veterans. And if you're a veteran looking for any kind of home loan, make sure to shop your mortgage around and be sure to shop your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, serving veterans for the last 20 years. Reach us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. NMLS 231962 and 188-348.
This is KNML AM Albuquerque, a Cumulus media station. Your exclusive home for Super Bowl 57 is the Sports Animal. Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
You guys ever heard of Glastonbury?
Glastonbury, the music festival?
The music festival?
Sure. Tried to get tickets last year.
It's like a big, like a string guitar thing forever, like in, like England, right?
Okay.
And they had Jay-Z, like, headline it one year. This would have been like 15 years ago, maybe.
It's quite a while.
Yeah, maybe even a little longer. So, anyways, Noel Gallagher, who's the lead singer of Oasis, or Liam? Which one's the mouthy one?
They're both.
Okay, so one of the Gallaghers is like, he's like, whatever. He's like, Glastonbury's, turnt or whatever. He's like, Jay-Z's not a string guitar guy or whatever. So Jay-Z goes out to headline Glastonbury, and
he said you shouldn't be able to headline Glastonbury unless you can play guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z goes out and opens up as the headliner with Oasis's Wonderwall.
Yeah.
It's like the best thing.
So genius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously he can't give it justice, but it's not to give it justice.
Yeah. Right. It's a middle finger.
He played the guitar with the middle finger.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That guitar had me thinking of that just now.
Okay. Interesting.
I was just about to say, where did this come from?
It's not what that guitar music had you thinking. That wasn't the same kind of energy.
No, I was like, where are the drums?
That's all of Wonderwall is where's the drums. Even when it's like backbeat, the word is on the street, and there's still no drums. Like the drums never come.
Yeah, without the drums, it's not a song to me.
What do you mean the fire in my heart is out? Like, I'm sure you've heard it all before. There's no drums. It's my favorite song of all time. It's not a good song. It's the best song ever written, performed, or covered by anyone ever. It's a terrible piece of music.
The remix has drums.
Is that an R. Kelly thing?
I said maybe.
I was going to go Puff Daddy thing, but
pretty good.
Take that.
The Cowboys signed the best available free agent for the playoffs. The Cowboys have made such a significant move to their roster that they may have just now become unbeatable. It's pretty good, boys.
Who'd they sign?
Tristan Vizcaino,
the second baseman for Cleveland,
who is a kicker. So
out goes the window of "We Stand By You."
Brett Maher,
that's funny,
who didn't just have a poor performance, he had a historically poor performance. And Vizcaino last kicked for, I believe, the Patriots in December. But, he's a Cowboy now. So, I guess Cowboys are set up for success. Is that how you boys feel?
Why do you need another kicker when you got one perfectly good Cooper Rush, who we all know can do it all?
Man.
Just run Cooper Rush out there. He's not going to miss any extra points.
I got to tell you, Fred, I got to disagree because I know this kicker very well.
How so?
He was a Charger.
Yes. And you know how many extra points he missed out of 15?
Was it 4 in a row?
He missed 5.
Well, it's
not in a row.
But it still doesn't matter. 5 out of 15, that's pretty high.
Cowboy fan after that win this weekend, man. They were like, well, if Maurer, who traditionally likes to kick it from the left half mark, if he would just move it more to the center, it'll create a different delivery of there'll be a slider error on either side of the one on the release. And if he does not just hit it directly, by the way, they don't let him pick up the painted turf and mark the ball on the field anymore. And I know psychologically that's what Cowboy fan has been doing for the last 3 days.
Do you know what this signing is? They signed a worse kicker.
Yes, they did.
To psychologically boost Brett Maher.
That's what they did.
So they're going to have him kick in practice, and Maher's going to go, oh, actually, I got this.
They're like, no, wait, I'm actually good at this. Hold on.
The NFL legitimately. So Maher, what he was doing was, you know how there's artificial turf? So he was picking up like the painted, like white, whatever. So he would stand on the sideline, like pick a little piece of like artificial turf, like the plastic that looks like grass that's painted white.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the extra point, he would go out there, lay it down, and he would tell the holder, put it on top of that white one. And that was like part of his mental thing. And then the NFL was like, hey, don't do that. It's in the rule book. You can't use foreign substance.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's the turf.
It's not foreign. It's made right here in the US&A.
They were like, well, you couldn't build a little mound of dirt if you were playing on the baseball diamond in Oakland. Like, that's what they said. And it made him miss 4 in a row. He couldn't look at his little white X marks the spot that he would create, and he missed 4 in a row.
Why doesn't he just
That's an
look?
excuse.
Why doesn't he just look at the uprights and say, that's where I need to kick it?
It's an extra point. You should be able to do that blindfolded. That is your job.
You know the funniest thing about this? So we all saw the lip reading of Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Go for the word said at Howie's, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says after the game, I'm Money Myers' best friend. No, you're not. Not best friend, biggest fan. That's what he said. No, you're not. Vizcaíno's no better. Never played in the postseason. He got cut from the Chargers. You know how bad you have to be to get cut from the Chargers?
I mean, historically, kickers who leave the Chargers organization turn into really good kickers when they leave.
Who's that?
My Falcons kicker.
Yeah, my old girl tripping, but my young ho cool.
Yeah, she cool.
Yeah,
he was with San Diego or LA. It don't matter.
He's with the Chargers.
He was in LA.
Yeah,
he was horrible.
If you're Brett Maher, if you're Brett Maher, how do you walk into the practice facility on Monday and no, forget that? How do you?
I was going to say,
sit in the locker room after the game and Jerry Jones walks in? Hey, you can't look him in the eye.
You know what you do? You just have someone just hike you a ball and you just kick it somewhere where it's good.
Hold up. You're not wrong. You don't even go in the locker room after the game. You immediately go to the extra point and just start
don't even
crushing them.
Yeah, just you could hear it. They're like, what is that noise? Is that a shotgun?
Well, and they're on the road,
Yeah.
So it's like the field guys are like,
oh, that's Maher.
Come on,
He's out
man.
there kicking. He's dedicated.
The Tampa Bay guys are like flicking the lights on and off. They're like, they fire the cannon. It's time to go, Brett. He's like, I can't get on that plane. Jerry's on that plane. I can't get on that plane. Jerry doesn't fly with the team. Let me be I didn't mean to imply that.
If they would have lost by 3 and/or 4 points, can you imagine what Cowboys fan would have done?
Well, they still have a chance because if he kicks in San Francisco and misses anything, he's not leaving with the team.
If he does this again in San Francisco, he's done.
If I'm San Francisco, I go to row J in the section right behind the field goal, and I printed as large as I could on poster board, wide left. One letter on every poster board.
Laces out.
Einhorn.
His Finkel.
And I'm handing it out to everyone in the row. And when you go up there, I'm holding it up like I'm holding a boombox up outside of the Girl I Love's bedroom window. And he is seeing that.
You dress that whole section up like Ace Ventura.
If he misses kick
smart.
in San Francisco, it's really not him. Now it's on the organization because you guys kept him and let him kick some more.
If he misses another kick ever again in a Dallas Cowboys uniform, Jerry Jones will take him to the glue factory.
If he misses another kick, it better be like a 67-yarder. Anything under 60, he better be money from here on out.
67% is all Vizcaíno was on extra points for the Chargers.
I told you he is not good.
I'm telling you, it's psychological warfare. They signed the worst kicker they could possibly hire to make it seem like a legitimate.
No, they could have hired me for this.
Here's the move, Mike McCarthy.
Still got Cooper Rush.
After the first tutty, you kick the extra point after the first one. Because you can't go for 2 on the first one because that's like we don't have faith in you.
Correct.
Right. No, that crushes his soul.
That crush him forever.
Yeah.
If he hits the first one, which is not unlikely, then you're good. You ride it out like regular, cool. If he misses the first one, you take his helmet away.
Yeah.
You give it to the younger sister of the intern that just stands with her back to the wall the whole game. And she holds that helmet, and he never again puts the star on top of his head. Ever.
100%.
He misses an extra point. That stadium's going crazy. They're already going to go crazy anyway.
No, you let your biggest defensive lineman take 3 steps back, kick that football right in the middle like Tom Dempsey, and just see what happens.
Well, that's the problem. Put on Dempsey's shoe.
Exactly.
And let him ball out.
If Jerry says, listen, I'm going to give you the Dempsey foot, you keep doing this.
Well, you know how young baseball players, like the pitchers, are starting to get proactive Tommy John surgery? Why hasn't the NFL been cutting their kickers' feet in half this whole time? It makes total sense to me. You're like, hey, you got a shot at the NFL, brother. Let's cut off half that foot.
I don't think Tom Dempsey was as good as your brain is making you think he was.
Well, wait a
His
minute.
record stood for a very long time.
Yeah, he kicked, 63?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he was better than the other guys going at the time, but amputation?
You got to do what you got to do. It's a hard world out there.
All right, hear me out. Russell Wilson signs with the Cowboys, okay? Cowboys country. Let's go for 2. No, that one didn't roll as well as I wanted. Hold on, let me try again.
Okay, go ahead. I'll give you a shot.
I'm not going to get it now.
Extra point. Careful. Get a little spicy.
2 men on live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We start our days at the YMCA Central New Mexico. Our lunches, specifically tomorrow after the big remodel, are at 66 Diner. You know that to be very true. The weekend is for New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller's vodka. Also, don't forget that Van is rising like a phoenix with the Well Strong. We're excited to see his journey. Robert, you're excited for his success or failure?
Success.
Okay, I'll go failure.
That's exactly the answers I'd expect.
Failure.
I'm going to be so jacked in 3 months.
You are?
So excited. Ginger Adonis, watch out.
You keep naming ingredients to drinks. Are you doing that subconsciously, or is this
like Thai food again?
Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that on Monday, we're watching the Go Home episode of Raw at Howie's Sports page before your boys go to the Royal Rumble this very next weekend. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
Well, traffic right now, still seeing slowdowns southbound on I-25. Those are going to start right around Osuna, the last until Montgomery. Westbound Paseo continues to move a bit slow as well between Jefferson and the river.
Brought to you by New Balance.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Pro football is a game, not a war. It's for win or lose, not life or death. But say that in the summer, for winter brings the playoffs and a season is at stake.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. It's a playoff weekend in the NFL, and the Sports Animal has you covered with every play, every down, and every winner. And Mahomes is on fire. This is Albuquerque's home for the NFL. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
What does it feel like to file with TaxSlayer and get your guaranteed maximum refund? It feels like the last level of a video game, facing off against the final boss who stands between you and your refund.
All your refund is belong to me.
Using the power of TaxSlayer like a secret power-up he doesn't see coming.
Only the most tax confident can defeat me.
Throwing your laptop at his video game face and watching him crumble into a giant pile of shiny coin tax refunds.
Oh, not fair. You use TaxSlayer.
Save up to 80% when you file with TaxSlayer. Start for free.
The new year is here,
Time for a change. Start a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand IT field with My Computer Career. In just months, already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
The new year is here. Time for a change. Start a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand IT field with My Computer Career. In just months, already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
Nachos! Yeah, your nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
Great. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just going to eat these dry, plain, boring nachos with no Franks. Oh, seriously? Frank it up. Frank it up. Come on, lady. Frank it up. Frank it up. Frank it up. Yeah! Yeah, this guy finally gets it. Hey, look, we're on the Jumbotron.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed, and a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Introducing the next-gen Acura Integra, featuring an available 6-speed manual transmission, a VTEC turbo engine, and available ELS Studio 3D audio system. Legendary. And its most important feature, you. The next-gen Acura Integra. Your turn.
Test drive your new Acura today at Montano Acura, west off I-25 in Albuquerque.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
Come armchair quarterback with the opening drive. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Today's I-9 Varsity is the I-9 Varsity of spokesman's jobs, okay? Contact I-9 Sports League Office 280 and i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. They got a bunch of clinics coming up, including flag football, soccer, get your kids into kind of all of it. You guys know the drill over there. They got cheer, baseball, whole thing, volleyball. I mean, it's just
all the stuff, really.
Yeah, it's how you learn. It's how you learn to play the game. Mm-hmm. I just took a call. Okay. So I took a text the other day from, you guys know I live in like an apartment thing, right? Like I'm like, for a long time, I'm like, I don't know about Albuquerque, whatever. I'll figure that out. But my maintenance guy who like listens to the program, he was like, hey, let me get that number for I-9 Sports. I'm like, first of all, you could Google it. Like, I'm not trying to be that. Easy, yeah, I'm not trying to be that dude right now.
There's only one of them.
There's just I-9 Sports. He's like, because I want my kid to play tackle football, but I think I want to play flag football first. I'm like, yes, that is the correct approach.
Earn the fundies, baby.
So there you go. So big shout out to that. Big shout out to I9 Sports for being so very good and doing so very good. Today's I9 varsity is the I9 varsity of spokesmen. Robert, you said you wanted to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm going to go with Pepsi.
Okay, that's a good one.
Pepsi's strong. I remember in the 90s, like they had all of the cool people.
Okay.
Actresses, actors.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get set on fire, please.
Yeah.
That'd make me sad, Robert.
Yeah. I remember that as a kid. I just got sad thinking about it.
Yeah.
Pepsi's mine.
It's a good one.
That's a pretty good answer. Me or you?
I'll go.
Okay.
Nothing makes you hungrier than a little bit of murder, Fred, Robert.
What?
Whoa.
And you know how I like my burgers? Hawaiian style. And the best way to wash down a tasty burger is with a nice, large Sprite. I would like to be the spokesperson for the Big Kahuna burger.
I don't know if I got the lead up.
It's the tasty burger that Jules has in Pulp Fiction. Hawaiian-style hamburger from Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction.
Okay. That took me a second.
That's okay. Some niche references coming, buddy.
I'm going to go with OxyClean. I think OxyClean is a good product you want to be a spokesperson for. The obvious reasons. Primarily, Billy Mays was kind of really good at this kind of thing. So give me OxyClean. Put that on my list of companies you want to be a spokesperson for.
We've had a lot of coke heads on the program today.
Huh.
Oh, that was his thing?
Yeah. Did a lot of cocaine.
Mine, I'm going to go back to my childhood. The most famous one as a kid that I used to see. All the ladies love this guy.
Hello, Cool J.
I wanted to be him. No, that's too young.
Okay.
Billy D. Williams, and he was Colt 45.
Colt 45.
Colt 45.
And 2 zigzags.
It works every time. That's what he used to say.
It's not a gun. It's something else.
Nah.
Okay.
Colt 45 malt liquor, Fred. You're not familiar.
Colt 45.
I think
it's the official drink of Cloud City.
That's a Star Wars reference.
Yep.
Also, the TV I had growing up, we had BET blocked. So I don't know. Maybe I never saw it.
Now you're too young for Colt 45.
Okay, got it.
Yep. I was
Next
like,
on
Boba Fett gets drunk. What?
Lando.
Next on my I-9 varsity
of
great spokesperson jobs. You know how you wash down a tasty burger, Fred? With a beer.
Okay.
And I would like to be the spokesperson for Duff Beer.
Okay.
Strong work. Like my grandpa said, good work if you can get it.
That's not from The Simpsons, that one.
That is from The Simpsons.
Duff Man.
Mm-hmm. I would like to be Duff Man.
I believe that was Phil Hartman.
Duff Man.
I'm going to go with the Sham Wow.
Oh.
I think the Sham Wow is a really good product
to
be a spokesperson for.
Huh.
Vince Shalami was the spokesperson for Sham Wow and had an unfortunate run-in with a
Lady of the Night.
Lady of the Night.
Yeah.
So Billy Mays, and now Vince Shalami.
Personality traits with these spokespersons here, Fred.
It's Sham Wow. I don't know if you guys remember that.
You know what I'm noticing? These are all like modern products. They don't have spokespeople no more. We don't.
It's about product placement now.
Yeah, that's not. I like the nostalgia of it. When you see a person, you think of a product.
There's too many pharmaceutical commercials buying the airwaves for good product commercials anymore.
I want to go with, Jordan had Nike, and you've seen people with like Adidas and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was, when I was a kid, LA Gear, the light ups.
Nice.
I don't remember whoever the spokesperson was because they wasn't that great.
Just a cool product you like?
Yes.
Wasn't it Rick Fox?
No, you know what? I think, was it Karl Malone? Oh, it was. I think it was Karl Malone.
And you hate Karl Malone.
Everyone hates Karl Malone. That's another reason. We got to erase Karl Malone.
Alleged
from
statutory
Gear.
rapist.
LA Gear was great, but they just had Karl Malone pushing them.
Catapults.
So does
LA Gear.
All right. So I'm picking up on the pattern here from Robert. I know who the next one is. I know what the next product is.
From Robert or me?
From Robert.
You do.
Yeah.
You don't know mine. Next on my I-9 varsity, you have your big Kahuna burger. You wash it down with Duff beer. Let's say you're not a beer drinker. You need something. I'd like to be the spokesperson for Brondo energy drink.
Okay.
It's got what plants crave, Fred.
I don't know if
It's got electrolytes. That's what plants crave.
Ron Papelli from Ronco. If you boys remember, set it
and forget
it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at his end of days if you guys don't know. That's it. Okay.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah. So,
or if you have a morbid curiosity, totally look it up.
Yeah. All right. So, Robert, you going to say isotoners right now? Is that what you're doing?
No, actually, I was going to say Hertz.
Oh.
Because when I was a kid, OJ Simpson was.
Yeah, okay. That's why I thought you were going to go with isotoners.
No, because I actually liked Dan Marino and the isotoners commercials. But we had to go to the original Hertz running through the airport in a Bronco.
Tony Little was also creepy. Just going to make sure that's out there.
Last on my I-9 varsity.
Uh-huh.
Spokesperson jobs. If I'm having my burger, sometimes get a little burger smell, a little fried food smell stuck on you when you leave a restaurant. So you might need some cologne on your way out of the restaurant. I'd like to be a spokesperson for Sex Panther cologne.
Oh, man.
We all know 60% of the time it works every time. Much like Colt 45, Robert.
Got you.
Sex Panther.
No. Why'd you do that in my ear, man? Oh, man.
I am off of the program tomorrow as I have to be in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico, broadcasting the visiting Yellow Jackets of Black Hill State as they take on your New Mexico Highlands Cowboys and Cowgirls. So when we get back, divisional round predictions, boys. Make sure I get mine out there because my parlay missed poorly last week.
Tried to told you.
Oh, you're the guy who predicted the 27-point comeback or whatever it was?
I didn't predict a comeback, but I did say the Jags were going to win and the Giants. I was only wrong on the Bucks.
Well, it's still a parlay. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. The matchups are set. Saturday, the Jaguars head to Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs.
Fires to the right corner of the end zone, and that ball is caught for the touchdown. Christian Kirk for the score.
And the Giants are headed to Philly to take on the Eagles.
Jones takes the snap, fires it deep into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Isaiah Hodgins.
Coverage starts at 2.
He just ran the post.
On your home for the NFL postseason. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
With a new year typically comes new resolutions, and those resolutions tend to fade away in weeks. It's Jeff Zimbietta. How about making a resolution that you can actually keep and will make you feel better and look better for a long, long time? Schedule an appointment with New Mail. Guys, New Mail helps with things like depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail has state-of-the-art options to help. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688 or online at newmail, that's NUMALE.com. Their professionals will walk you through the options, and then you pick what's best for you to regrow hair. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser. It's proven to regrow hair. They offer NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Men, ladies, call New Mail at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver," unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is a firm that practices family law exclusively. We focus on only one area of the law to maximize our strength and effectiveness as advocates for clients that have everything on the line: their homes, retirement, savings, and most importantly, their children. We're the partner our clients count on. If we can be of help to you, give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Albuquerque area attorneys. 6565 Americas Parkway Northeast, Suite 900, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87110.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed, and a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bob. Wake up with the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Divisional round playoff predictions, as I'm off the program tomorrow and you boys are live at the Outpost tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. The New Mexico Ice Wolves at home this weekend. We haven't done enough with them this season, so we're going to be excited to be out there. We'll have a bunch of guests through, kind of do that whole thing. So if you're going to be out at the Outpost tomorrow night, make sure you stop by see the boys. Should be a lot of fun. I really like my Highlands job. Like, I really like calling the games. Like, I'm passionate about the teams. I like all the student athletes.
Should be.
I like a large percent of the student athletes.
Okay, call them out personally.
The ones that I don't like are the ones that... No, it is. It's a cool community. I love everything about it. Like, it's fun. Like, Las Vegas is fun. I was texting my childhood best friend who's not in the industry. You know, he's like just a guy now. And I was texting him the other day because I was up there for the whole weekend doing stuff. And I was like, this is like a mellow place. I was eating dinner at the Skillet, which you guys have been to. And all these people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, coach." I'm like, I'm not a coach, but close enough.
Close enough.
You know, like, you don't have to know my name, but
you're wearing a purple shirt.
Hey, my purple shirt game is strong too.
So many.
Now, like,
yeah.
And like, you guys know, I got like a Midwest Bellers. Like, Nike makes gear that fits. How about those gray Air Force Ones we were looking at, Robert?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're like a slate gray.
Yeah.
I People are like, careful, you're dripping. Like, I know. Super no. So anyway, you guys made the Outpost. I had to miss that because I'm going to be in beautiful and historic Las Vegas. New Mexico.
Bummer, man.
AFC first. Is that what we're thinking, boys?
I'm in.
All right. The Chiefs and the Jaguars.
Jaguar.
The Jaguars.
Jaguar?
This one is a no-brainer for me. I will start. It is the Jaguars by a lot. It's not even close. I have zero trust in Patrick Mahomes. I don't see a wide receiver out there on that team where I'm like, that's a good player. We should make special effort for him. The running back looks to be hurt. I just don't at all believe, think, or identify the Chiefs as a winning team. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road and give them to me by a lot.
I didn't even know the Chiefs had a running back. Who are you referring to?
I was just going to say.
He played with the best wide receiver in the NFL, Jamar Chase at LSU.
Priest Holmes?
Yeah.
The guy he's talking about doesn't even play for them anymore.
They got nobody.
It's the Pacheco guy who's really doing it.
He sucks.
Jerick McKinnon?
McKinnon too, yeah.
Receiver out of the backfield. As much as I want my Jags, totally not Vern K's Jags, my Jags, the only Jaguars fan around here that works for the station.
I'm taking Jaguars with the points.
I got to go Chiefs. The Chiefs are just a juggernaut. Patrick Mahomes is the most talented quarterback in the NFL.
Nah.
It's just too much. They're playing at home. Trevor Lawrence accidentally poked the bear, saying Jacksonville fans can get louder than Kansas City's fans. That was a mistake. I think it's the Chiefs. The Jaguars are my Super Bowl pick.
Jaguars
are my Super Bowl pick next year after they reload in this offseason. But give me the Chiefs.
9 points? The spread of this is 9 points?
The Chiefs are good.
Yeah, it's
give me the Jaguars.
That's not enough. It's about to be a shellacking. The Chiefs are about to put it on the Jags. It's going to be 2 first halves of the Chargers.
That's a good point.
They're about to get smoked.
I think the Jags hang in there, but Chiefs win the game.
Nah, I don't think so.
Hey, all joking aside, like the two AFC games and obviously the Philly game, these are all the most no-brainer divisional games like of all time, right?
I don't know about the second AFC one.
You're going to tell me right now the 14-3 Philadelphia Eagles is not a no-brainer.
No.
Over the impersonating. Oh, you said AFC?
AFC.
What?
Look.
Yeah, man.
I didn't want to ruin the next 2 segments.
Yeah.
But with that being said, my picks are the most boring picks of all time.
Yeah.
I got the favorites and I got the home team in every single matchup.
I got an upset in the other one.
Yeah, you got Dallas too?
No. I want Dallas to win just so they can get beat in the NFC Championship.
Let's wrap up the AFC before
All
we
right.
jump into the NFC.
Okay.
You both have Kansas City. I got Jacksonville.
Okay.
If I tell you the spread is 9, does that change your opinion at all?
Not at all. It should be 99. I'm not bitter, for real.
You just stay mad.
Being objective right now.
You think the Cincinnati Buffalo game is something?
Yes, I really do.
Give it to me.
So they're gonna bring DeMar Hamlin out. This is the game where he'll be at.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They were saving him for this game. It's gonna be craziness. They're gonna do the same thing they did when they play Miami. They may jump out to a 10-0 lead, but then when stuff slows down, this isn't the third string quarterback that they're gonna play. They're playing Joe Burrow, who went to the Super Bowl last year. The Bengals bring that Bills Mafia mania, that story that we're all looking for to an end. It's over. The Bengals are winning by a field goal.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, my friend. There's no way this DeMar Hamlin stuff does not propel the Bills all the way to the Super Bowl. They're going to play harder than they've ever played. They're at home in front of Bills Mafia. They've just got better, except for the wide receiver group of the Bengals. I think the Bills have the better personnel in every single part of their lineup. I got the Bills, baby.
Wide receiver.
Bills Mafia, stand up.
Wide receiver is the most important personnel group, though, on the field.
It's a good one.
And that goes to Cincinnati.
Diggs and Chase are a wash. After that, Cincinnati is significantly better than Buffalo.
We are looking at the first postseason matchup of the new Brady Manning.
Yes, agree.
We're gonna
one of the many matchup sets that it could be.
Yeah.
Mahomes, Allen.
Because they could. So that's the AFC. You could interchange at least 4 or 5 of those quarterbacks. In this
Herbert?
Brady Manning. Yeah.
Mahomes.
Yeah. Burrow. Allen.
I will get. Oh man, if I'm taking the spread, which is 5.5, I want Cincinnati because I think it's going to be tight.
That's a good bet with the spread.
With the spread. But I think it's Buffalo because if Cincinnati wins, you're cool on the spread, which I believe with Robert, it could happen. But I cannot bet against Josh Allen. I cannot bet against the New York Bills. To me, it's Buffalo at home and a straight up. But if you got enough play in your game to hit the spread, you hit the spread, take Cincinnati. Buffalo at home, straight up, Cincinnati with the points.
I like that a lot. That's exactly the way I see it.
The problem with Buffalo is obviously not the offense. It's that defense. That defense, their secondary is horrible.
They got playmakers, but as a unit, they're not that great.
And going up against Cincinnati, unless this won't be a snow game, will it?
I will check the weather while you're still talking.
Anyway, I could be. And I'm not rooting against the Bengals. I love Joe Burr. I love their wide receiver core. One of my dear friends that I grew up with is a big Bengals fan.
Wintry mix.
They're so swaggy.
Oh, wait. Wintry mix? Yeah, give me Cincinnati because they have Joe Mixon, an actual running back, which Buffalo does not have. Their running back is their quarterback.
I don't know if there's a prop bet on it, but I would take the under. If it was 0.5, I'm taking the under on kick returns.
Yeah.
Neither team will return a kick in this game.
Player of the game will be Joe Mixon.
Hot take.
Whenever we get back, we break down the NFC. We wrap up the program. It's been a good program today. Do you boys want to start with We'll start with New York and Philadelphia.
Yeah, you got to leave the Cowboys last.
Got to leave the Cowboys last.
Yeah.
Stick around to the end of the program. We give you our Cowboys predictions. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with the CBS Sports Minute. If you're looking for a possible dark horse playoff team, you might want to turn to history. In retrospect, we know the 2007 Giants were a great team, but at the time, no one saw them going to the Super Bowl. This year's Giants have a similar trajectory, and they have an Eli-like quarterback in Daniel Jones. The Eagles are heavy favorites this weekend, but we've seen underdogs get to the Super Bowl, and a couple of times they've been wearing Giants blue. I'm Andrew Perloff.
If you're looking to get a new car, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive. Sure, you love your old car, but you know it's not normal to give instructions on how to open the window. It should be self-explanatory, but it's not. And notice how when you're in other people's cars, you can feel cushion in the seats? That's pretty nice, right? No, it's just normal. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and put the savings toward a new car. It's time. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
Hi, Drew Barrymore here. You've heard the saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Well, that's not true. I'll prove it. With Pluto TV, you can stream thousands of movies and TV shows for free, including my show, by the way. With Pluto TV, there is no catch. It's totally free. So the new saying is, if it's too good to be true, you're probably watching Pluto TV. Pluto TV, stream now, pay never.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code READY for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code READY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code READY for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up.
Don't just friggin' sit there. Get in the game right now at 888-922-0610.
Wrapping up the divisional round predictions. As your boys off tomorrow. The 9-7 Giants travel to Philadelphia, sitting 14-3 on the year. 9-7-1, if you guys super care about that. Philadelphia is favored by more than one score, 7.5 at home. Philadelphia straight up, boys, but I got the Giants with the points. No,
Really?
I don't. No, I
No,
don't.
you cannot.
I got Philadelphia with the points.
Look, Daniel Jones played the best game of his entire life last week. He's not going to reciprocate those results. He is not going to have the best game of his life 2 weeks in a row. The Eagles' defense is a monster. They're going to dominate the Giants.
Philadelphia and the 7.5, I'm in.
7.5? No. It'll be a closer game than that.
What?
These are divisional opponents.
Eagles are going to dominate.
These divisional
Murder.
games are the ones where you think, oh, this team's better than the other one, but they're in the same division. They always play each other. They know each other very well. But the game will go to the Eagles, but not with the points. It'll be like a less than 4-point game.
The Giants are losers. Their fan base is losers. Their players are losers. Their coaching staff is losers. The New Jersey Giants are terrible. This is their Super Bowl. They think playing interdivisional Philadelphia Eagles is their Super Bowl. That's why Philadelphia not just wins this, but like wins it going away.
The Eagles are going to demolish the Giants.
Man, I'm looking at this Giants roster. There's just no one on it.
Saquon.
And he's out next year, right? Or he's got 1 year left.
No, this is his contract year.
This is the only year he'll ever be good.
It'll be a close game.
In Philadelphia?
Yeah. They just played with their backups. Remember, they played that game with the backups where Philly had the win to get the number 1 seed.
The Giants have already had their successful season. It's over.
Oh, yeah.
It's over.
Agreed.
Daboll's coach of the year. The Giants want to hang in this thing. Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeau have to have like 10 sacks in between them.
Also, we don't know what Jalen Hurts is like because we haven't seen him 100%.
Rested. That's one thing he is.
Or rusty.
Yeah, there's that too. He doesn't need to be.
Removed from the injury report. Full go Jalen Hurts is better than full go Dan Jones
Oh, yeah.
10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
This is one of those 10 times. Philadelphia greater than 7.5.
I'm yeah.
Blowout.
Yes.
Y'all got
it's gonna be-
blowouts.
Yeah.
I got a blowout too.
Also, the Giants have not looked good ever. Like, it's not like they're losing like a bunch of them. They're like, oh, they were in the mix there. Whatever. They don't have it. Also, as far as teams that I just super kind of hate, I hate the Giants. I hate the Rams. I hate the Vikings. There's a couple teams where I'm like, these teams all suck. I used to hate Kansas City, but I've changed my mind on it. That's because Kansas City's fan has got better. Kansas City's fan.
Wait, which one of the fans you've been talking to?
They're pretty bad.
They're horrible.
They're horrible.
Not Jeff Berry, though. Not our Jeff.
You're talking about our boss at the radio station? Who
Correct.
no one knows his name on the.
He's the best Chiefs fan I've ever met in my life. Best person, probably, altogether.
He's from Kansas City.
Handsome, intelligent, talented.
That-
Should I go on?
No, things. If you're from a place, that's different.
These are the
Jeff, you
new
listen,
people
text
who
me.
hopped on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Who don't know where Mahomes even went to college. They don't. He just fell out of the sky.
Also, neither do I.
They just got back from Seattle. All the bandwagon Seattle Seahawks fans. Welcome to Kansas City.
It's Patriots fan that's really struggling to find the new bandwagon. I've seen that.
Join me in the Jaguars next year.
Jaguars.
Jaguar.
Dallas and San Francisco. It's a 3.5 point favy for the home team, which is San Francisco. These teams are only separated by one game record wise. Dallas is the hotness right now. Is Brock Purdy still a rookie?
Give me the Niners in a close one. The Cowboys legit impressed me last week because I thought Tom Brady was going to eke out a fourth quarter win like Tom Brady always does. He was undefeated against the Cowboys. The Cowboys got that off their back. They're playing good football. Dak Prescott didn't turn the ball over. But still, the Niners,
Purdy.
except for Mr. Irrelevant, who I think is still a question mark, hasn't really been tested. 49ers have the best depth chart
McCaffrey,
in
Sam,
all of football.
Kittle.
It's scary what they could do.
He's got 2 tutties, does Brock Purdy, in his 7 games that he's played, and he's won his 6 starts.
It's bonkers.
Those are all in a row.
It's bonkers.
So you already know the 49ers are good for 14 on the low.
Yep.
Robert, who do you got?
I think this is the blowout game. The 49ers put it on the Cowboys because Dak goes back to being Dak. It was fool's gold against Tampa Bay because Tampa is horrible. They've been horrible all year. People were hoping for some type of throwback to where Tom Brady was Tom Brady. That wasn't happening. The 49ers are stacked. What's
so good?
Yeah, what's the line on that one?
3.5.
They're smashing that. I got them winning by double digits.
The most unfair thing that has ever happened to Cowboys fan is happening in this game because the 49ers not only are a better squad than the Cowboys on paper, they got a 2-day head start.
Yes.
That's unfair what they did to the Cowboys.
Super unfair.
Yeah.
2-day head start. That's a lot of days when there's only 7 days.
Yep.
49ers at home, and I'm taking the points.
49ers in the points.
Same here.
All right. Gonna be an exciting weekend.
You boys exciting Monday talking about this Cowboys game.
At Howie's. You boys are at the Outpost tomorrow for New Mexico High Schools hockey.
Correct. I had a lot of fun with that.
4 to 7. Tomorrow on this show, I will be in beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico. Final words, boys?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. But anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning Opening Drive with Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie. And come see us at the Outpost tomorrow.
Robert?
Hey, I'm just ready for some football this weekend.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
We out.